Hello and welcome to AntipoDnD, a show in which a bunch of Australians play Dungeons and Dragons in a setting partly inspired by prehistoric Australia and New Zealand. It's been 3 weeks. Sorry we've been unable to play. One of our players went to Japan, as happens. But we're all here now, and so it is time for a recap to try and remember where we all are, where our players are. I'll kick us off, but I will very much welcome assistance from the Peanut Gallery. So our players...
Gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I've got peanuts.
I thought exactly the same thing.
We're on the...
I'm missing something. Anyway,
Yeah.
our players, convicts, wrongfully convicted, one might say, of very petty misdemeanors, but sentenced to 7 years penal servitude, or 14 years for one of you, I believe.
Yeah, Gwenny got like 14 for reasons I cannot fathom.
Sexism.
Most of you got 14, right? I thought Duncan was the only 7, or most of you 7. I can't remember.
I think we all got 7 except for Gwen.
Yeah.
Sentenced to penal servitude and transport to Liberty Bay. On the way, their boat, the transport they were on went into a storm that rained blood, among other things. Our 4 convicts and 1 officer of the crew were left on deck to keep it safe, while the rest of the crew hunkered down below decks. As the storm cleared, they found another boat drifting nearby. Its crew apparently lost to the storm. And so our players, our convicts, persuaded the 1 officer with them to join them, and they swam to the other boat and commandeered it, only to discover that it is actually a talking boat. It has a mind and personality of its own, and its crew... but its crew did apparently die or disappear during the storm. And our players decided, hey, we've got a boat, now let's get a proper crew. Let's go be, well, I don't think they've quite decided what they'll be once they've got a working boat yet, but the first step is to get a crew. So they decided to use their faster travel speed to get to Liberty Bay ahead of the transport ship, in the hope that they might either be able to ambush the ship on the way, or, upon arriving at Liberty Bay, find a way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, rescue some of the convicts, essentially, and take them on as crew.
Liberate.
I nearly said evict. That's not what I meant.
So
These days, jeez.
Benevolently abduct.
Yeah, press gang.
They
Almost.
have come to Liberty Bay. They have kept their boat out of sight of the settlement, using a hither-thither staff to teleport onto the outskirts of the settlement, and then concoct a story about a magical teleportation spell gone awry that has landed this group of... people who claim to be arena fighters from Providence. And so far the story seems to be holding. And they've met... Well, they've gone to the tavern, where they've met the... of all the things not to have up before beginning the game, I really should have my notes.
That's important.
But yes, we've been to the Wicked Pixie, the tavern. We've met Waratah, the gnome proprietor.
She's lovely. And we met the lady with the book who was a little bit nervous about how everyone's dying of natural causes, and that's weird.
Yeah.
We went to the cave because we looked at the notice board, and it was like, hey, do you want to fight a monster? And we were like, yeah, we can fight a monster. So we went and fought a monster, and Todd copped a curse and got hungry again, and he didn't like that. So then we got to go and meet the cleric.
Yes.
So that was cool.
Arathar, over at the old temple, who...
And he was like,
Yeah.
whoa, there were nasty
Fancy
abyss
boy.
things there. And then he was like, wait, is that a fucking knoll? And we were like,
handsome scar.
yeah, he's got the not the pretty protag scar. That's actually a big janky scar that he's got. Something really hit him in the face.
Yeah, think, what's his
Brittany
name?
asked me about it.
Cecil from Invincible.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to draw that guy sometimes for the show.
So
Ugh.
he, yes, and he seemed reluctant to tell you which god he followed in particular.
I mean, we didn't ask, but he didn't offer.
No, Drench did ask, and then he
Oh,
just
Drench did
dumped all of
ask?
his-
Yeah,
he
he
sort
dumped
of
his
deflected.
coins into the
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and I believe there was an insight check, and one of you intuited that he was, deliberately hiding something from you.
That's it, because my wisdom is high, but I roll shit on my insight.
But whatever.
And-
He unyonogged who Todd, so he's a good guy.
And
Yes.
then you went to the wizard's tower, which you
No.
discovered.
First, we went to the ballsy lesbian captain in town. I don't know if she was a lesbian, but she came across strong, and I always assume that strong ladies are
Oh,
lesbian.
the police. We went to the police house.
Ah,
I
yes,
have it
Yeah.
down
yes, the
as
constable.
tall
Yeah.
human.
The constable, tall human. That's it.
God, I have no memory of this.
Yeah.
We collected money for our bag of a head.
Oh, yeah.
we got
Uh,
that.
Oh,
And
yeah. I
and then we were
remember
like,
That's it.
maybe the wizard
Bag-
wants to see this as
Bag
well.
of head, and then someone made the YouTube comment being like,
Yeah. Head for a penal
It's
wizard.
funny.
Yeah.
And we got to talk to the door that was like, "Do you have an appointment?"
Oh, yeah.
And then you guys had to go and say no when you're supposed to say yes and lie.
Yeah, well, look, I don't see Drench lying about it.
But you,
Drench
yes, you
can't
did.
lie.
You can't lie.
Yeah, exactly.
You did leave a message with the door,
Yes.
and
In
finally
100 years, he's going to get back to us.
you returned to the tavern and decided that after a long day it was time to retire to your room and bed down for the night. Now, you haven't actually had a long rest yet, because the last thing we need to do now is, well, first of all, establish, is there anything remaining that your characters would like to do before retiring for the evening, and then determine, do you want to keep a watch or do you feel safe in the tavern? Let's
And that strongly implies we should keep a watch, does it not?
I don't know. See, when my Pathfinder DM significantly says stuff, I can tell that he actually really wants us to act on that, but I don't know about David.
well, you're level 3. You're
Mm.
it's even just a couple of bandits could take down one of you, so you're never entirely
Thanks.
safe at this level.
Thanks,
We
man.
are pathetic
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah,
I
3
guess-
heads almost killed me last time. So
That's true. I guess maybe keeping a bit of a watch.
A half elf with a stick nearly took me out in session 1.
that's right, with the switch. Yes.
That bitch. All right, yeah, we'll keep
Yeah,
watch.
the last time Gwenny kept watch, we all got attacked by fish people and Gwenny nearly died. So, like, it's much
Yeah.
of a muchness.
Yeah,
when
I was
it
going to say,
comes to
track
her.
record, not
we could
amazing,
take
huh?
turns being awake. That's fine. We should take watch. I think you should
Yeah.
always take watch when you're below level 10.
Well,
Okay.
when you're a D&D character.
And you don't have an alarm spell or a magical hut
Or a
to hide in.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So this is the room that you have for free. You might as well choose your beds. There's 4 beds in there. You might as well place yourselves.
Where's Duncan's barrel? I
was gonna
want to
say,
be
we-
not next to the barrel.
moved a bathtub in, right? Was the
Flash-
Yeah. Well, look, there's a bucket on the map that can indicate the barrel.
There you
Well,
go.
I'm
Well,
here.
Yeah.
apparently I'm there. No.
Reminder, this is a
Uh,
map from 2 Minute Tabletop, who do wonderful work.
They're so
Gwenny will
creative.
take the corner.
Drench is fine to be in the splash zone, so he's not too bothered by that.
I guess, Todd.
No one wants to be directly opposite the door.
That's
for
bad feng
reasons
shui. That's bad feng shui.
that,
It's bad
yeah.
feng shui. Yes, it is. You don't want the bad energy when you open up the door coming in.
No. It blows straight through. Yeah.
Bad energy is also guns and knives.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that is-
definitely the "Do you want to die tonight?" bed.
Yeah.
Next question. Are you keeping watch? And who is keeping
Yeah.
watch?
Yes, we'll keep watch.
Yeah,
Fine.
Duncan will do a shift.
Okay.
Yeah, Drench is happy to do a shift as well.
Gwenny needs her beauty sleep.
Yeah, she
Look,
does.
Todd can see in the dark. It's fine.
Okay. Choose your shifts, then I'll get perception rolls.
Do you want to do the early shift, Duncan, because you don't have dark vision?
Sure.
Oh yeah, this is Doug.
Like, yeah.
He has to sit up with a torch.
Yeah, he's got the
That
lantern.
candle's burning all night.
Yeah, buddy.
Um,
One day.
question: Do you have you doused the lanterns in your room, or are you sleeping with the lights on?
Oh, you have weird ass dreams if you sleep with the
Duncan
lights on.
needs the light.
I feel like it's easier to see outside at night if you don't have the lights on inside, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
I
he
agree
doesn't
with
have
that.
any dark vision.
You do have
Hopefully
two
the
big
moon's
windows.
out. And the moon?
Yeah, moonlight.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You go ahead and douse those. I'll keep watch.
Okay, man.
Winnie has
Okay.
already fashioned herself a sleep mask, so she doesn't give a shit.
Beautiful.
That just
Just for the
net folds up
record.
so that it completely obscures, and then
It is kelp based, yes.
no.
Todd absolutely does the dog on the bed circling thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a little bit of, mental image there.
Okay, Duncan, tell me first of all how you're keeping watch. Are you just sitting, or are you sort of pacing around?
I think by default I'm just in the tub, so it's
Arms on
really
the-
just like yeah,
Arms on
basically
the-
like head out of the
You're
water.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, basically, right? It's kind of like
Aw.
how you met me the first time, where I was just in a barrel and did my entire interview, with the magistrate from a barrel. I'm now just
Yeah,
keeping watch from a barrel.
Fish over a barrel situation.
It's placed sufficiently that I'm pretty sure I can see out of both windows from there
Yeah,
without
decent
too
line of
much
sight.
trouble,
Magic,
and I can
like,
definitely see the
sock
door.
puppet.
So, yeah, that's right.
All right,
Top of my head moves instead of the bottom. It's weird.
give me a perception check, please.
Sure, it can't be athletics.
I'm not even
See,
going to
with
dignify
my
that with a response.
Yeah, it's his strong eyes.
Flex until the threats reveal themselves. That's an 11 for Duncan.
Yeah, no, that's a Morzod. That's a Morzod move.
Okay. Duncan, it's a fairly uneventful evening. You overhear a little bit of commotion outside. You hear a couple of people arguing, but you quickly decide this is just your regular late night urban activity. People,
It's a domestic.
yeah.
I've had it up to here, Harry.
And so there is nothing suspicious, nothing that's you feel threatened by. And eventually the time comes where you think, okay, you need to get some kip. It's time to wake whoever's whoever's taking the second watch. Who is that?
I was going to say, presumably we agreed, so I will. I'm not going to get all the way out of the tub just to wake up Todd. So I'm just going to
It's fine.
flick water at him till he wakes up,
Yeah, and he'll sort of go.
or like put my hands together and do the little water gun.
Oh yeah.
Nice,
One of the
nice.
Mephits did that to us in Pathfinder. It was rude.
Okay.
So yes, I'll do that till Todd wakes up.
Todd,
Yeah.
you're under attack.
Sprinkle in his nose. Roll, thud.
Yep, cool. And then my head just disappears under the water line, and Duncan is asleep.
Yep.
Todd,
We've shaken.
perception, please.
Yes, let's perceive. Where is my button?
Wow,
Uh,
Todd's good at this.
Todd's good at the perceiving. Now watch me roll supremely low. That's how that
Now
works.
you got it. Now you got it.
24.
Okay.
Good.
How is Todd keeping watch?
Probably. Well, I mean, he's got more movement than Dunk, but also like there's not a huge amount of space to cover in here, so he's probably just sort of padding about a little bit and not much else.
Okay, so at one point, you're probably getting on to a bit past midnight, as Todd is patrolling this room.
He's a sneaky boy.
You-
Boy, though.
Hear movement just outside the door. So just in the hallway outside, you hear someone or something moving. It's with a 24. Sounds like probably a small-sized creature. for example, a gnome. You happen to know that the proprietor is a gnome. It could be them going for a walk.
Could be them. Could be someone else. I mean, having a walk in the night, proprietor checking that everyone's battened down. Probably okay, but Todd's just gonna sort of sidle towards the door a little bit.
Okay.
Still listening.
Okay. As you move towards the door, the sound stops. It is now silent out there.
His ears are straight up. He's definitely but seems okay. So he's gonna stay in here with the pack.
Okay. Give me another perception check, please.
That one's a 25.
Good grief.
Go, Todd.
So you wait.
Who's a good boy?
You wait patiently and silently for a few minutes, and then you again hear a little bit of movement, just a floorboard creak slightly, and also what sounds like maybe a slight scratch of like a claw on wood. Not an uncommon sound for you to make as you're walking around. It's not something you'd expect a gnome to make.
Yeah, critter out there.
Place is fucking infested, man.
I mean, yeah, small. I guess rats are smaller than.
Oh, I met
Small.
with demons, but that's good too.
Trent just really hates gnomes on the lowdown.
Can't stand them.
Well,
They get underneath his feet.
what I think Todd might do is sort of. He would have set his bow and stuff down, but he might just kind of casually reach over and grab it. But still thing still hasn't busted in yet, so he's still very cautious and listening more than totally about to kick the door down and kill whatever's there.
Okay. I'll let that 25
cautiously come over there and.
Yeah, that 25 perception roll, I'll let that persist, and you hear floorboard creaking, bit of scratching, and then it sounds like whatever lingered outside your door for a minute or so is now moving away.
Well, is there anything else that happens on my watch?
Well, that depends on whether you do anything about this.
No, he's gonna let it. Oh man, how curious is he? God damn it! No, if I open the door,
Boy.
if I open the door though, it'll spot me.
One more thing. One more thing. Because you are a gnoll.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I smell. There's a thing smell.
Smell. This is, whatever this is, it is furry.
A warm thing.
And
okay, he is really curious.
And there is an odd smell about it. It's one that is strange but very vaguely familiar. There's something about it where you feel like you've smelled that's somewhere in the distant past, but you're not sure why.
All right, with that description, yes, he is freaking curious. So he will creep up to the door.
Okay.
And he is listening real hard for where he tracks this thing as. How located do you think he can get it from the sound?
You heard it moving away, so you assume
so
it
was
is
going
therefore
in that direction.
yes, somewhere to your right.
All right. So I want Todd to open the door as silently as he can, like super ultra hyper silent.
Okay, there's a
Opening
skill
of
for
the
that.
door. Yes. What do I roll?
Please roll stealth.
Stealth. Cool. Do that and
You're a
get
rogue, baby. You got
23.
this. Damn, there you
Do
go.
it for the rogues.
23, good
Oh.
sir.
Okay,
'Cause
let me just do a roll. Right. You very quietly open the door and look out. Give me another perception check, please.
Ooh, it's only 15.
That's good. 15's good.
that's not bad at all.
I'm used to Pathfinder. Anything that's not hitting the straps, you're in trouble.
Okay. Well, as you look down, you just see moving away on all fours, and it doesn't seem to have noticed you, a furry creature that Todd will have seen possums before. This looks
God.
This looks like a large brush-tailed possum.
Oh, yikes.
It has leather straps on it, to which there is looks like there's a dagger sheathed there and a bow. And this is a large, sort of more humanoid proportion. It's an Ismani, by the way.
Ismani, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ismani. We met them in campaign 1.
Bless.
Love 'em.
And it does not seem to have noticed you.
Okay. Well, Todd's just gonna, because it looks like it's leaving, yeah? It's headed away. All right. Todd's gonna just ease the door back closed, and return to post.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, if that's as far as you take it, then that will be the only thing of note that happens on your watch.
Okay, well, in that case, it is time to wake up Drench. So, Todd is going to pad his way over and kind of at the side of the bed, just kind of push Drench. Drench.
Oh, hey. Whoa, man. My turn, huh?
Yeah, saw someone.
Hey, who's you see?
It was... Actually, I wonder how he'd describe it, because, like, would he...
Now, first of all, Todd, I'm going to say Todd will have some experience of possums, having lived on the outskirts of Heron's Perch.
Yeah,
for a little
in the
while.
wild, so he would have seen actual possums.
Also, it
but
triggers...
this one was really big.
Todd, it triggers for you a memory of... And it's just a flash of what you assume to be your time in the Feywild before essentially being dumped onto the material plane. You have a very vague memory of seeing one of these things, and it maybe... Well, your two memories are chasing one, and then the same one you were chasing helping you. But that's all you can remember.
Okay. All right. Well, he's gonna say a possum person.
A possum person.
A big.
A big possum person.
They fey.
Oh, cool, man. I mean, would Drench have any idea? Probably not.
Well, he'd know the possum bit.
He knows the possum, and he knows
Yeah.
of the Feywilds, but I don't think he knows in his mind.
Well, give me... This could be either nature or history, please. Drench.
They are both the same. Let's do that. Oh, Rhyme of the Frost Maiden dice. How dare you? I got a 6.
I have no idea what that is.
No, you've no idea.
I know what a possum is, and I know what the Feywilds are, but I don't think I know anything about Fey possums, man. I'll take your word for it.
He have.
Is it, like, weird for them to be here? I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know, but he have weapons. He stop outside our door, but then he go.
Do you think maybe he's like the night guard or something?
Don't know.
Well, I'll definitely keep an eye and an ear out. Thanks, man. Drench will do his watch.
Okay, perception roll from Drench, please.
Aha! Nat 20. Thank you, Rhyme of the Frost Maiden dice.
Cool.
Hey.
Done with his shift, and now sort of a little bit, sort of maybe I will have to look after my clanmates. He's gonna do the dog curls up on somebody's bed, and yeah. So big weight on the end of your bed there.
Drench,
Gwen.
you do not have dark vision.
No, I do.
Do you?
Gwen snores in response to Todd
Yeah.
curling up on her bed.
Snore,
Presumably you
snuffle.
don't curl up in the tub.
Do I have dark vision? I swear
It's
I
not
do.
on your sheet.
Oh my god, I don't have dark vision.
Oh no!
Yes!
No!
Light a candle?
No,
Well, I
don't love
you're
me with that.
Two giant dudes who can't see shit in the
Nah.
dark.
Dark Blind Club.
You're
No,
on.
I
You're
don't
on.
wanna...
You're on the sunrise shift though.
You,
Yeah.
And you can still hear.
Hmm.
In fact, it's
Don't have
generally
to-
easier to hear in the dark because, well, nighttime
And
is
you've got
cooler.
those big
and-
ears.
Sound travels
Sensory.
further and when it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
But with your Nat 20 perception check, you do not hear anything unusual during your shift, and you are fairly confident that you've not missed anything.
No ship lights or any of that nonsense.
No.
No, yeah,
No.
gazing out the window
Now,
across the
you're-
bay.
Yeah, sadly, your window does not actually face out across the bay.
Yeah.
Beans, we got the cheap room. What was for free?
Oh,
I suppose, wasn't it?
yeah, I mean, it's literally the cheapest it could get, I suppose. But
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
not
free
the ocean.
and it's got 4 beds.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not the ocean
It
view.
overlooks the alley in which everyone goes to relieve themselves.
to yell at their
Yeah,
husband.
everyone goes bathroom. Bathroom alley.
The latrine.
Hmm.
Cool.
But eventually, the sun rises. It has been an uneventful night. You can all long rest. Hit that
Hey.
button.
Yay.
Hey,
Confirm long rest. Perfect.
button.
And I have to
where the
poke through
heck
my
is that?
spells.
Take long rest. Confirminate. Long rest taken.
Okay. So,
Have we all chosen our spells for today? Don't forget, if that's something you can do.
Drugs don't do that,
I
right?
have, yeah.
Good boy.
I
I mean,
think-
yours.
Bill
I
Hook.
was gonna say,
Spell pool.
yeah, Bill Hook and Fist, right?
Yeah, basically, I have prepared teeth for the day.
Cast punch.
so
Hey,
Don't mind me, I will be choosing my spells for this today.
Punch Wizard is important.
It's true.
you're all awake. What do you do?
Roll over.
Nothing happened on my watch. It's really quiet. Hey, Todd said he saw a little possum guy.
Not little.
Huh.
Okay, well,
Sort of
big
possum
for a
guy.
possum.
Duncan,
Everyone's kind of small for me, man.
Duncan is not going to know what this possum person is. Gwendolyn, you can give me a history or nature check, please.
Duncan, I have a question.
The nature.
Yes.
8.
How can I be of service?
I do feel like you're gonna need create water today. Are you in danger of dying if you don't get wet?
I mean, he always is, isn't he?
I just feel like
Basically,
I should have that. I might just keep that
But-
prepared.
Given that today we're basically hanging out in the dock, I think, right? We're not going miles
Ah.
inland.
That you know of.
We know.
So I suspect I'll be fine, but
Okay, I'm gonna keep my spells.
unless I'm transported to the hells or into the middle of a desert, I should be okay.
That's within my
Okay, yeah.
power.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know.
I'm just gonna keep that in my back pocket just in case, man.
The voice of God is telling me that perhaps that might happen. So
Okay.
But anything is within my power. I am the
Mhm.
dungeon master.
He does whatever he wants.
Yes, you are suddenly attacked by Borg.
Well,
No, you're not.
there's like one of those like ancient Elder Scrolls proto-Western RPG computer games that ends like that. Like you spend the entire thing doing a fantasy thing, and you get to the end, and it's just the Enterprise is there, and like
I
the
would
golem is a robot
Hate that. Oh, awful.
because the nerds did whatever they wanted in those days.
Mm-hmm.
So,
The
Gwen,
early
have you heard of
internet
those Parson
references
people?
are so niche.
I mean, that wasn't even internet. That was like, people weren't connected then.
you
well.
head downstairs. Drench, you are leaving a very wet trail behind you.
How did Gwen respond to Nolan bed?
Gwen does not know what Ismani are, so this is...
No. She woke
Right, she's
up
woken
with
up with
Todd
Todd.
on
Right.
top of her bed.
You'll find that Gwen is actually remarkably chill at waking up to find someone.
Large and hairy.
At the end of
She's
her
sort
bed.
of curled up.
Yeah, like-
Okay.
not in a weird way. She just kind of like.
Well, when you're
Oh, alright.
patrons, you know. Sure, it's nothing can
Yeah.
be scarier.
Yeah, that
Grown
tracks.
up amongst people.
Mhm.
I do hope that Drench isn't leaving a sopping wet trail down the stairs. And
Yeah,
it's
he meant to say
Duncan would be, I'm
Duncan.
sure.
Duncan would be.
Sorry, yes.
He meant to say Duncan.
Duncan is leaving a wet trail down the stairs, unless Duncan decides to, wipe himself down beforehand.
You
Why
should
would he do
request some
that?
towels.
He wants to be damp. Like, literally.
I mean, yes, but I can at least pat myself so that I'm not sopping.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'll do
I
that.
think just
I'll
wipe
retain
your feet.
moisture, but
Just do the
Not-
feet in. Yeah.
like it'll be damp footsteps, but it won't be like fresh out of the shower trail.
Oh, you
of
should
water.
wipe yourself down with a towel and then dunk the towel and then curl it around your neck like a.
Mm. The fun part is, I suspect his chainmail's going to rust inside a week. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you might need to get your hands on something a bit.
Give it an alfoil scrub every night.
So as you come down, Waratah, the gnome patron, sees the four of you, says, good morning. You care for breakfast?
Yeah, I
Would
care
love
about breakfast.
I
Yeah.
would not say no.
All right. You can actually smell bacon cooking.
Oh,
Do you have anything with some plants, man?
She says,
Some baby spinach.
we can figure something out. And she points at Duncan, and I've made sure to get some fresh fish for you.
Thank you kindly.
Wait.
Duncan is well pleased at having been considered.
Yeah. Good taverness.
Perhaps for the
Simple.
first time in a while since he's been up on land.
So you can take take your seat, I guess, at the same table you were at the day before. She will
yeah, that's ours now.
bring...
Has the bench just stayed there? Like, has anybody bothered to move the bench back over to the fire pit, or is that just sort of...
No,
That's
it
your
is where
bench
it
now.
is where
Yeah,
you left
so-
it.
Duncan just stretches out again.
Cool. She'll bring you your breakfast, and as she does, she'll just sort of strike up a conversation. Says, so yesterday you said you were fighters in the Providence Arena. Is that right?
Todd is full Ghibli character into his breakfast, so no answers from him.
Aspiring. We're still very low on the rung. Ladder, sorry.
I see, I see.
Low on the ladder.
What did you have a group name, or did you just use your personal names?
Oh no, it's very gauche to use your own names. We are and Gwendolyn will look around the others for a split second too long, the Tall Tales.
Yeah. I love that.
Okay. Give me a deception check, please.
Would it confer help were I to slap my tail upon the bench that I'm currently stretched out on in a convincing sort of manner?
I'll
Can
say
we all show
yeah.
up our tails?
Todd is full Ghibli character, so he's whap 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 whap
Yeah, his
whap.
His
tail's
tail is
gone.
already wagging.
I was imagining we
Tails
are the
is
tall
out.
tales. Thump thump.
Yeah.
Yeah, tall tales.
Perspective. Yeah.
Yay, thump thump.
I did it wrong, so I do. 15.
Nice.
With all of us wagging.
Okay.
15 with wags.
And she says, "Oh, nice. Very creative. I like it.
Cute.
All right. So, we need to talk about your long-term accommodation, because you're basically waiting till a ship arrives that you can get passage on. Is that right?
Yes. It is an awkward situation.
Well, I can continue to rent that room out to you. It would be good if you could pay, if you have the means.
We have a little money that we could part with.
I don't have any money, man.
We did get paid for the heads.
We did get paid.
And then-
Yeah.
Drench gave
Oh,
it
you gave it all to-
away straight away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
It's
no,
fine,
no,
Gally,
no,
you're
no,
covered.
no. We gave away the loot from the cave, and then we came back and got paid for the heads.
Look, Gwen has money. It's fine.
Yeah, we got money again.
She says,
Oh, you're right. I do have 7 gold. Right.
excellent. Well, hopefully you won't have to. I mean, you're welcome as long as you need to stay, but for your sake, I hope it doesn't take too long. But anyway, I'll leave you to your food.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Is
do
it good?
you want to settle the first day or so now?
She says, "Oh, I mean, sure, if you're, it's possible a ship will arrive today, but if you want to pay in advance, I won't say no."
I mean, it seems. What does everyone else think?
What?
If we have the room, let's just do it tonight.
What are we
Okay.
doing?
All right, if we're still here tonight, we will.
She says,
Where-
I'll tell you what, I'll reserve the room, but if someone comes and asks for it, I'll check with you first. How's that sound?"
Thank you.
Excellent. And so she then retreats to the kitchen.
I feel it's so optimistic to think they'll be here today. But maybe.
As
Oh,
you're
you mean the boat?
as you're finishing your breakfast, there is a window just outside, and you so this window here, and you hear a tapping against the glass.
Door.
I guess the glass. What? What's that?
Like behind us? Sorry, there we are.
Yeah,
I guess I'm there. Gwen will turn around and
You
look
s-
at said glass.
you see a
Is it
dragon.
Jackal?
Well, you see a very small dragon. You see it would be about the size of a cat, and it's hovering on red wings. It looks like a miniature red dragon, except its tail is actually like a scorpion stinger rather than a regular dragon tail. And you can see, grasp in its claws, it has a scroll which has been tied
Oh.
up. It looks like it's trying to deliver a message to you.
Is this the wizard's familiar?
Oh, man, let him in.
It's normal.
Don't you believe in
Maybe.
fairies?
I don't know, man. That's not a fairy. Maybe it is a fairy. Maybe it's the Feywilds, man. I don't know.
Dude,
Let
Gwen
it
will
in.
crack open the window.
Okay.
Not all the way. She'll just crack it open. Hello.
You open it up, and the pseudo dragon tosses the scroll through, and then looks at you meaningfully, looks at the note, and then looks at you again.
Oh, so it's another Muppet.
Drench is gonna try and speak to it in Sylvan. Does it understand?
Let me check. Actually, you can. Drench can give me a nature check.
Oh, sure. I guess I could also speak to it. 9.
9.
9.
You think you're a bit confused. You've probably heard of pseudo dragons, but Drench, you'd have the understanding that they're considered to be relatively intelligent. They're not just dumb animals, but you're not sure whether it could understand language or not.
He speaks to him anyway. He just says, "Hey, little guy.
Okay.
I'm fancy."
It looks at the note and looks at you.
Yeah, okay. Hey, you belong to that wizard, huh? You're familiar? Is that what you are?
It nods its head.
Whoa, I think he is. God, he's so
Gwen
cute.
will take the scroll and hand it a little piece of bacon.
Yeah, give him some
Oh.
bakies.
It appreciates the bacon. You've just made a friend.
Thanks for the scroll, man. Crack it open, Gwen.
Gwendolyn will. Is it still there or is it flown off? Is it waiting for us?
It's
It
eating
looks
the
like it's
bacon.
waiting for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
She'll leave the window open and she'll crack the scroll and unroll.
Okay. It's not huge. It's sort of this big.
It's a little one.
And
That's only a small Durgan.
it
I was
says,
imagining a little dragon with like a fucking massive scroll.
it says, thank you for your message. Please visit me at the asylum at your earliest convenience. Bring any evidence of demon activity with you. Signed, and there's a signature barely legible, but you think
Oh, he's a doctor.
it probably says Tianara, the wizard.
Too bad we just handed over all those heads.
No, they gave them back
Oh,
to
we've
us.
still got him.
We
Yeah,
still
I
have
guess
them.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew, what did we do with them last night?
I mean, we slept with them, as far as I know. Hopefully they weren't
Pile of
submerged in
leaking
the barrel.
demon heads.
Yeah.
It's starting to smell a bit.
Ugh. Alright, well, I guess we should go get them.
Which is perfect to bring down for breakfast, right? I assume Duncan just brought a sack of slightly rotting heads.
I mean, that does scan for Duncan.
Right? Like, I don't care.
Yeah. So that was just like sitting next to the table.
The
Nice.
pseudo dragon finishes its bacon, and having seen that the note has been read, flies off.
Good.
I want one.
That was yep.
I think you can only have one if you're a wizard.
Familiar?
Yeah.
I mean, you can have like a pet, right? I mean, anyone can have a pet. I mean, a familiar is a little different from a pet, I think, but you know,
I'm going to look into that.
you can think about it. Yeah, I mean, maybe the wizard knows.
We almost certainly know.
Well, shall we go?
Nothing else to do.
I was licking the plate a lot.
I guess we're on our way to see the wizard then.
Yeah,
Off to see that we're off. We're off to see the wizard.
About
We're gonna
some
give heads to the penal wizard.
Mm-hmm.
the grand penal wizard.
So,
This
You're
was
the one who
your
made it
idea,
about penal
friend.
colonies. Yeah, that's on you,
Yeah.
man.
I hope he is wearing robes of eggplant purple.
Please. With its love purple, please.
Aubergine.
Oh,
Big green hat.
Yeah.
so
Casts,
after
like,
breakfast,
create water.
you make your way back to the tower / asylum on top of the hill. You're carrying the bag of heads with you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is in
got the head
Duncan's
back.
possession.
Yeah, head back.
Slightly damply slaps against his slightly damp thighs in a slightly
Mm.
damp fashion,
Yeah.
Alright.
Love
all the
it.
way up the slightly damp hill.
He's got
Oh,
that
that's a different-
Smeagol energy.
Yeah, if he had hair, it would be clinging
Just
to him.
just
in
short of
all sorts of
schlorping.
ways.
Yeah.
We're one brainstorm away from it.
All right, you come to the double oak door that you had a conversation with the day before. At the moment, it just looks like an oak door.
Drench will knock.
Okay.
What do
And
you think? Do you think it's rude to knock on a door that has a face?
Oh, it's too late,
Well,
man. I already did it.
Not when it
uh,
doesn't have a face.
A
Yeah, it
face
doesn't have a face
forms.
now.
face forms after you knock. It
See,
says,
if I continued knocking now, it would perhaps be rude.
it says, "What? Oh, it's you lot. All right.
We have an appointment.
Yeah. She told me. So, all right. Just a moment.
Did we know
And
she was a she?
the door
I didn't think we did that. She was a she. Damn it.
I made
Splits.
some gender-based assumptions.
splits down the center, and the face goes, every bloody time. And the door swings open.
Oh yeah, that would be
God.
unpleasant.
To put his face not in the center.
Does that hurt, man?
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not a door, man.
That's diabolical.
What kind of wood are you made out of?
I think I was told it was oak.
Okay.
Good word.
Were you the tree
Huh.
before, or are you like a guy inside of the door, man?
I don't know. I'm a door. What do I know?
Or just asking, man.
Just-
Well, thank you for opening for us.
You
Todd,
going through
Todd.
or not?
Todd snuffles the door. Investigate with nose.
Hey, get that thing off me.
Nah, he's cool, man. He's alright. Okay, we're going, man. We're going.
I'm obliged to say, please enjoy your trip through this door.
Hmm.
And you step
Really
through.
adds, I'm going to say, evidence for this wizard being the wizard who created our equally angsty boat.
I mean, it's
Oh, that's a
possible.
good point.
Did they start with a different letter?
She
If
was
it's-
Aurora.
If it's not in your notes, I will need you to make an intelligence check to see if your character remembers.
Oh, is it in April's notes? Oh, that's my Magic the Gathering proofs. Hang on.
It's like notes.
What if we
It's-
distract everyone with an NDA concealed special sketch?
No,
Ah, I didn't write it down. Did anyone write it down, Doug?
Terrible. What
His
are you
name?
What are you
What do
asking
you-
about?
So when we got on Mercy, we found that letter that was penned by the wizard to her apprentice, and it had the
Oh.
initial of the wizard. I think it was R, but I don't remember.
I do not
Is it not a
remember.
T? I did not write it down.
My
Okay.
vibe is T, but I don't know if that's just because
Maybe it
they
is
had said the
T.
wizard's name and it started with T.
Okay, everyone do intelligence check.
Yep.
Oh yeah, okay.
What is it? History? Yeah.
Intelligence.
Or is it
Intelligence,
just straight
just straight up
intelligence?
Just straight up
intelligence.
I got a three. God
Oh
damn
no,
it.
I'm +1.
Oh, I'm a zero.
Intelligence
17?
check.
That's good.
17 for Duncan?
We're
16
also
for
efficient.
Todd.
Yep. Duncan and Todd. You remember it was T.
Okay, what's the T? Okay.
Everything she brings to life seems to resent the fact.
I mean, yeah. Why don't is she bringing things to life, or is she like trapping souls and things, man?
Either way, it doesn't seem
It
pleasant.
doesn't seem great, man. But what do I know, man? What do you think about magic?
I guess don't piss her off in case she puts us in a rock.
Okay.
Todd's ears go back briefly. He doesn't like that idea.
So, you enter the asylum. You step through. It is sandstone. It is largely dark. Very high ceilings. You almost feel like you've stepped into a cathedral. Slightly gothic architecture here, but with very high, a peaked roof with little, essentially skylights with a little bit of light coming through. But it is not. It is basically dim light in here. Stretching down ahead of you, there is a hallway with what look to be individual cells on each side of you, with metal doors. And so you are currently standing here at the entrance, and here, though I haven't actually put them on, there are two suits of Gothic armor. But
Oh.
there doesn't appear to be anybody inside the armor. But they're standing there with halberds.
Oh, those aren't animated at all, are they?
No. Totally not.
Duncan has no particular magical inhibitions. He's going to inspect that armor real good because that looks nice
Okay.
and potentially wearable if you cut a hole for a dorsal fin in the back.
As you step close, the suit of armor lowers its halberd slightly as in what you take to be a gesture of not too close.
Oh, hey, careful, man.
Duncan will instinctively lower his billhook in a reasonably similar kind of guard.
You shouldn't
Not
touch
in any sort
anything
of
that was
combat structure,
sour.
just we're doing this? Okay, great.
Um,
Show you yours, or show me
Yeah,
mine.
exactly. We're both halberdmen here.
Yeah.
you hear a voice, a woman's voice, come from somewhere far down the end of the corridor, but it is heavily amplified, probably by thaumaturgy. But it is very cool, softly spoken, even though it's very loud, and it simply says, proceed towards the end.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Duncan will shrug, put up his billhook, and wander.
Okay.
Ooh, this is all nice and gothic, so I assume we've got some, like, nice flagstone floors or something that will slap satisfyingly beneath my large webbed feet.
Yep.
Do we have buttresses? Are there buttresses?
It is not quite that fancy.
No. Okay.
It is more utilitarian Gothic than,
Yeah, right.
it's not the York Minster.
Gwendolyn is resisting the urge to thaumaturgy back.
Drench is trying to make himself look small, and it's not working.
As you're passing by these metal doors, which you can see have little slots with handles, probably the kind that you would slide past and look through, you hear the occasional muffled voice coming from behind the doors. But you can't make out what's being said.
Okay. Yeah, so no interesting goss coming through the...
Screaming, crying.
Coming from under the doorway, the door frame or anything?
All you've heard so far, it just sounds like conversation level. But
Okay.
you would need to actually put your ear against a door to hear more.
And Gwendolyn is going to do that.
Okay. Give me a perception check, please.
Jen.
But it's hearing only, so
18.
any bonuses you have related to vision won't apply.
I think I
18.
have that in the dark.
Okay. This particular door, say it's this one here, I'll put you there. You hear a voice, muffled, but you can just make it out. It's probably a young man, human, elf, hard to tell. It is saying, no, you're quite right. You're quite right. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. No, look, if you move that one over there, yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah. All right. Look, all right, it's my turn now. Okay. Yeah. No, look, I think I'm gonna get you in about 3 turns, 3 moves. So I need you to, yeah, no. If you do that, you're hearing one end of a conversation. You're only
Jesus.
hearing one voice.
Nerds playing Lancet board.
Gwendolyn really wants to open the little slot. So she's going to do that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The little peepery.
You open it up, look inside. You see a convict in very plain convict, essentially rags. They are sitting on the floor. The cell itself is very basic. There is a cot. There is a bucket for waste. And that is it. And they are sitting on the floor. They seem to be playing. They seem to think they're playing a game of chess or something like that, but you don't see any chess set, any pieces or anything. And they seem to be playing it with someone that only they can see.
Gwendolyn is going to close the thing again.
Yeah. And Duncan.
And she's going to try and do it quietly.
You hear because Duncan's in front, Duncan hears it first. There's a clunk, 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 clunk. as one of these animated suits of armor is coming down the hallway towards you.
Don't touch that.
And this one is not armed. Instead, it has both hands out and is carrying a tray with food on it. It looks like just very basic sort of porridge. And
Lunchtime.
it just walks right past you, Duncan, stops at Gwendolyn, and turns an empty helmet towards you and says, please do not disturb. And then turns back and walks past.
Does it say it in a hot way? Like, because it's a big walking suit of armor and...
I don't think it could say it in a not hot way.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I hear big empty armor and I think of Full Metal Alchemist. I'm just like,
Yeah.
no, that's
Well, I mean, if it's got
child.
if
But
it's
he's
got a
like-
little,
yeah, he's
yeah,
like
if it's
8,
got
right?
a little boy's voice.
Well, now
then-
a
Now it's
little
weird.
boy.
Well, hopefully she didn't put an 8-year-old boy's soul in the armor.
oh,
I'm
Oh.
expecting nothing but here. Like,
yeah.
Look,
Gorgeous
Gwendolyn
dress.
is just gonna nod at the suit and then she's gonna turn to Duncan and just be like, ugh.
I do not want
Stop.
turning into fucking Five Nights at Freddy's with a bunch of like dead kids inside suits of armor.
Voice-wise, I
The
was...
kids in Five Nights at Freddy's are dead.
Yeah, girl, that's what's in the suits. It's little
Like,
dead kids.
spoilers?
Terrified of
Wow.
fucking
I
children,
didn't
I'm
know
sorry.
anything about...
No way, that game's been out for ages. That is not
It
It's
has,
true.
yeah.
It's true.
I used to
haven't...
sell Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I just never knew what the thing was about.
Look,
So-
I had
Yeah.
a friend. I asked them because they know the FNAFs, and I'm like, hey, I think I need to learn the FNAFs because there's a crocodile in it, and my friend was like, I don't know, Zin.
Yeah, don't go there. It's dead. It's dead kids.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay. Anyway,
I imagine my animated suits of armor speaking like a softly spoken Dalek. So they've got the ring modulator, but they're not screaming at you.
okay.
Mhm,
Alright.
I was gonna say like not that many people would think a Dalek is hot, but I feel like that's innocent of me and probably
Yeah.
an enormous group of people just making the most sexual Dalek fan art imaginable.
Look,
So,
there was a
scratch
human.
that.
There was a human Dalek in pinstripes, so that's
There was.
already.
I just say I was like Doug and I were talking about this. There's probably like so much sexy fan art of the Drider, and then like Doug went and found some. And it was
the
like,
Drider
yeah.
is hot as
Yeah.
fuck. Of course,
Yeah,
it's
there you
sick.
go.
Dalek you would be into the Drider.
I love
This
spiders.
is
It's
made
Rob.
for April.
For me,
yeah, romance will calm
It's
us when.
specifically
Ah.
made for April.
seriously, what a waste of a great model if you just kill him. Unbelievable. Anyway,
So
sorry.
So,
Anyway.
Drider appreciation aside, complete.
you
So there's a
continue.
suit of armor.
You picked
Bit
us.
of armor.
That's our story.
You continue down the hallway.
Even in a literal like hallway that you've got us walking down, we've managed to get sidetracked quite
Yeah,
convincingly.
Yeah.
yeah. Like the
Well done,
hallway
Tim.
is straight, but we're.
Imagine if the door was locked. We'd literally be here all night.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, all of these doors are probably locked.
if you, I mean, you could try to open one.
I don't want to. That guy, that person.
We
God.
don't even
Oh,
know.
God.
I would rather not disturb the armor folk just yet.
Oh, yes,
No,
the
I'm good.
individual you saw, he looked human, looked to be probably just 17, 18 years old, something like that.
Oh,
Oh, buddy. Oh, now I
sweet
care.
baby.
It's like a pro tag or
darling
something.
baby.
Oh, little baby.
Oh, buddy.
So,
We'll get you up. We'll get you up, but
as you come to this big central area with a high ceiling, but it's flat at the top, and you have a raised podium here with steps leading up, and there are bars all around it. It looks like a place where you can stand to observe the rest, of the asylum. You can look in all four directions, but also be safe from whatever, if there's a prison break or something like that, you can be safe in this area. And there is also a flight of stairs leading up. You assume it's to the actual tower up above. And curled around one of the bars is the same pseudo-dragon that you saw
And-
earlier.
Quinny's gonna
buddy.
give him a scratch.
Hey, buddy.
It is currently too high for you to touch. It is about 15 feet above you.
Well, she's gonna do this at it.
Drench is gonna say hello to him. Oh, hey, buddy.
And you hear the woman's voice that you heard earlier say, "My doorman tells me you have evidence of demonic activity. Please show it."
Hey, does a
We
little
will
guy
look
have a
to
name?
Duncan.
Are you gonna see it if I dump him out here?
Oh, it's gross, man.
I need to check one detail before I answer.
Yeah.
The voice says,
Is it gonna be yucky?
the voice says, "Krith will see, and I will see what Krith sees."
Oh my gosh, is that your name, Chris? That is so cute, man.
The pseudo dragon just tilts its head.
Cute.
Oh, you are so
Oh.
precious. I'm gonna take you
While
home
everybody's cooing over Krith, Duncan will dump him out. So
Ooh.
heads on the floor. One of them split in half from memory, so it just sort of wetly.
Yeah.
And the other two roll around a little bit before coming to a gentle stop, presumably when a
Oh.
wing catches and it sort of stoppers it.
That is right, man.
Oh yeah, they're not healthy anymore, are they? They're going to be a little sallow,
Yeah.
They're
Oh, that's
pretty
so-
gross.
It's starting to get there, man.
especially the one that's been cut in half. It's just going to be like,
Mm.
That's been
Oh,
really.
gonna
really
note, by the way, for the day out, Todd's cloaked again.
Okay, yep.
Yep.
So this point, the pseudo dragon flies down, lands on the floor, and walks around the pile of heads, looking, studying, and then you hear a voice say, "Very well. One moment, please." And you see, coming down the steps from above, a woman. She looks to be in her late 20s or so. She's wearing sort of elegant white robes. What you notice as her face becomes visible is that her hair is actually drifting behind her as if it was floating in water. And it is glowing. It's got this golden glow about it until she comes to a stop about halfway down, and the hair starts to settle and the glow starts to go away and it becomes just plain black hair.
What do you use in your hair?
That's a cool party trick, man.
I have art.
Mhm.
oh, heart.
Oh, the double portrait! The double portrait!
Sadly, I did not paint the pseudo dragon.
That's
Oh.
okay.
April got you.
Oh, fun.
Where picture? Where picture? Where
Oh,
picture?
she's so drifty.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, she got that crop top.
She bright.
Wonder if
Right,
Aussie-
and she ripped.
Aussie would hate her.
Aussie would just see her and go home and cry.
Yeah.
And figure out how to make his hair glow.
Yeah, literally, and wear a crop top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adventure over. It's all about hair glue now.
Yeah.
She says, "I'm familiar with these creatures." Her voice is no longer being projected. She
Good,
says,
because that would be unnecessary.
"I am familiar with these creatures. I have not encountered them before. Where did you find them?"
In a cave, man.
Nearby.
I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
The outside.
How do you do? My name is Duncan Lee, and you are.
Tiandra.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Yes, we found them a short walk outside of town.
Sorry, how do you spell that?
Tianra. But the R is pronounced with a rolling R, like Mordor.
Doing elf things.
Tiarna. Wizard.
And she says, "And you happened to just stumble across them?"
Well, no, there was an ad. There's a little sign on the notice board in the inn.
In the
Do we still
tavern.
have that? I know I ate the boat one, but
Well, I feel like Drench would have kept it as a souvenir.
I think we
Someone
did keep
has
it because we showed it to the captain.
Mm.
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
People
Francis
just
got
seem
it.
to naturally doubt us, despite the fact
Yeah.
that there are 10 people in this town.
Here it is, man. Here's the thing that we got from the tavern.
And she says, um, she actually will come further down the steps so that she's on the podium now. But there's still the bars between you. And the pseudo-dragon will actually fly up and hover and look at the notice. And she'll then say,
You're just precious.
I want to liberate that little thing.
Or is
And
it
she's-
familiar? You can't really do that, man.
I see. So this has been observed before. Very well. And you dispatched these things yourselves.
Yes.
Did you... These creatures are generally a sign of other demonic activity. They tend to ride on... When a creature is summoned from either the abyss or the hells, these creatures will come along for the ride and then try to multiply in whatever location they find themselves. Did you find any evidence of other demonic activity where you found these
No.
ones?
No, there's more.
No, but I can't say we were looking specifically for that.
I mean, we found some dead bodies. If that helps, like people bodies. That's pretty bad.
She says, that is a concern. These creatures do not spontaneously appear. Something brought them here.
I mean, you're a wizard, right? Can you like tell where there's like hell portals and stuff, or like abyss port? I don't know, man. I don't like demons, man.
I can't say I have much experience with the infernal.
No, okay.
Can I get persuasion from from Drench, and deception from Gwendolyn?
Persuasion.
19, baby.
Wow,
Wow.
18 and 19. Let's go.
We're good at what we do.
Concerned and lying. Sam.
Cool. And she says, most curious. I have felt in the past a certain discomfort, a disturbance in the weave, you might say. Within town, I have... Tell me, where are you staying?
He's absolutely going to off us because we've seen the things.
I mean, yeah.
Well, everyone knows.
I'm
we're
not
staying
saying.
at the
I'm not
inn.
saying that. This is Indy saying that, not.
Yeah, we're staying in the inn.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've already told the door where we live, so...
I mean, yes, the dragon very much found us at the inn.
Oh.
And she says, the wicked pixie. Yes.
How many places are there to stay on this little isle?
She says,
That is not Gwendolyn speaking. That
she
is
says,
just me.
I'm sorry, I must admit I pay very little attention to what happens outside of my tower.
We did things.
How long have you been in town?
Not terribly long at all.
Might I ask for your assistance in something?
I mean, yeah, you could ask.
As I said, these creatures don't just spontaneously appear. I have, on the only occasion when I visited the tavern that you are staying at, I felt there is something wrong with the place. We've chosen not to go back there. I cannot say with any certainty what's going on in there, but if there's any chance that there is any connection to these demons, or a summoning of demons or devils, then it must be investigated, but the proprietor there does not trust me, I believe, and I do not trust her. Might
Why don't you
I...
trust? Well, hang on. Well, let's establish a few things first, man. Why don't you trust her? She's really nice to us.
I'm fairly certain that she is hiding something. She's not who she seems to be.
Okay. And why doesn't she trust you?
She smiles and says, "Because I'm a wizard."
That's not an excuse, man.
Normally, I would like to agree with you, but I've known some wizards.
Not all wizards, but always a wizard.
But
Wizard.
fucking enough
Yeah.
of them, yeah. Okay, well,
She's so she says, if you could somehow either gain the trust of Waratah the gnome, find out her true nature and what is happening there, or find any evidence of demon summoning, or find evidence that my fears are misguided, that would also be welcome news, I must say. But if I were to start suddenly poking around the tavern, it would raise a great many questions. And I do have work to do here.
Just to keep an eye out.
Suppose we could try to befriend this person. We haven't had much to do with her yet, but
and, okay, this is April asking, what's in it for us?
Yeah,
That's a great
that's
question. That's not a joint
Duncan's-
question.
Duncan's
yes.
next question, right? I don't
For what
swim for free.
purpose?
Very nice.
And she says, mercenaries, of course. Well, I can pay.
Go on.
Go
I-
on.
Duncan gives her the most wall-eyed stare, waiting for more.
One of his eyes blinks and then the other eye
Yeah.
blinks.
She sighs and says, "Very well, I can offer." And because she's doing some mental arithmetic, trying to work out what can she actually afford, and what are you?
I see. She's not a rich wizard then.
What can
is
she afford, and what are you
She's
worth?
another one of these wizards who don't know how to
Yeah.
do anything with money.
Pathetic.
And she says, "I could offer you 100 gold for your services for, say, the next 3 days, or as long as it takes you to find evidence or evidence that convicts or clears, either way."
Is that 100 gold a day or 100 gold for our 3 days of service? That's April asking.
The phrasing sounded like 100 for 3 days.
100
It
total.
sound like a...
Yeah.
Now, we may not be able to promise 3 days, as we are leaving on the next ship that comes into port.
Are we leaving?
Are we?
Yes.
However, if we can resolve this situation before we leave, is that
do we get the whole pay?
agreeable to us as a team?
She frowns and says, "What brings you to Liberty Bay anyway?"
Oh boy, it's that story again.
Quick,
No,
yell at her.
Wizard.
It's a wizard. Yell at her. They get scared.
Are you supposed to kiss them?
No, you're right. Counterspell. Kiss her on the mouth.
Yeah.
She's not accessible.
No, and she's not casting yet.
Casting you.
There-
Yeah.
That's why she got the bars.
Mm-hmm.
A
You
professional.
might be able to help us with that, actually. We suffered a transportation spell. Transportation spell? What's it called?
Teleportation.
Hey,
Teleportation
That's the one,
Spell.
man.
mishap. We
Um,
were in the Providence Circle, and we were trying to get to Heron's Perch, but we ended up in the middle of the beach. Here, quite far away. None of us are adept in that sort of thing, so we have no idea what went wrong.
persuasion with advantage, because you're getting very good at telling this story.
Telling this story again.
We've had
Sorry,
several tries.
not persuasion,
with advantage,
deception.
yeah. Roll, come on. Come on. Fuck. 11.
Ooh, wow.
That was a real bad one.
Yeah,
Glowing
5 and a
hands,
6
really.
with advantage. All right.
Yeah, the dice do not like me tonight.
I mean, maybe this chick knows about teleportation. She's like, I don't think that circle would do that.
And she says, how unfortunate for you. The Coruscant Academy are normally quite vigilant in the casting of their spells. I'm unclear how such a thing could happen. If
Well, you and me both.
Yeah, wizards, man. Right?
as an alternative to payment, I might... I do not have access to teleportation myself, but my patron visits from time to time. I might be able to persuade them to give you a lift, so to speak, the next time we speak.
Well, if that comes before the boat arrives, that would be fine.
And this is getting
Yeah,
convoluted.
yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
I
yeah.
suspect we can manage on our own, but for now, if the boat becomes the easier option, we'll take the gold.
We do like the gold.
Very well. If you end up
Whichever
in...
is most convenient. As we're currently waiting on a boat we don't know when is arriving, or a patron we don't know when is arriving, we will take whichever arrives first.
She says, I understand. If your means of egress appears before you've had a chance to fulfill my request, do please at least inform me that you are leaving.
Oh, we can do that.
Very well.
We'll leave a note with that innkeeper you don't like.
And she says,
And please.
We'll give you a wonderful inn. At the inn.
and she says,
Gwen, please.
she looks down at the pile of Vargoyle heads and says, would you like me to dispose of these for you?
I mean,
I mean, well, we
Duncan?
weren't eating them.
We
yeah.
thought they might be of use to you, but if you don't have a use for them, then yeah, sure. Get rid of them.
She raises her voice thaumaturgically again and says, clean up in the central, please. And one of the animated armor suits approaches with a mop and a bucket.
Gross, dude.
Is it wearing a French maid outfit?
I hope so. Has
A
that
little
little apron
apron.
on? Yeah. Little
Little
frilly
dust.
apron. So cute.
The plate armor is ever so slightly skirted.
I am so conflicted about how to answer this.
Little black feathers on the head.
Wait, now I'm imagining that space marine with the...
Yeah, the maid space marine.
Yeah, anyway. It's not that. It's okay. We know that it's not that. Probably.
Anyway, and she says, if you find anything you wish to tell me, you may leave word with my doorman.
What if we have a question?
She says, do you have a question now? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I got a question.
Well, then ask.
What's up with the face in the door, man?
And she says, Oh, that was arranged by my patron. That is their specialty.
Whoa, what kind of crazy patron are they, man?
Mm.
She says, that
Are they a
is
wizard? It's a rude question, maybe.
conjuration is their specialty. I am more about enchantment.
Oh, I like the armor, right? Yeah, I get it.
She says, yes, the armor is my work, but the door
Yes.
is theirs.
That's pretty cool, man. Oh, what's their name in case we end up getting a lift with them?
She says, they've asked not to be, they've asked me not to reveal their identity unless necessary. They prefer to keep
Can I do an
their...
inside check?
Yeah, sure.
What's the vibe here? 20, not that.
Nice.
Nice.
She doesn't know much about her patron, is the impression you get. And she's actually... She's not being evasive because she knows something she doesn't want to tell you. She's being evasive because she doesn't want you to realize how little she knows.
Damn, girly pop. That's dangerous.
Just accepting money from anybody.
Mr. Big Powerful Wizard. I'm also assuming it's a boy. That's really not cool of me.
She says, but the
Check my
work I
bias.
do here would not be possible without their patronage.
What is
Yeah,
that?
man.
Out of curiosity. I mean, what? Don't really understand what you're all doing out here.
It does seem like a weird place for a wizard, man. That's just an observation.
There are a lot of crying people in the
She says,
rooms.
the company has need of my services from time to time. I assist in fairly mundane magical matters. And I'm essentially on call when I'm needed. But my main work, of course, is here in the asylum, where I am attempting to use my magic to heal illnesses of the mind.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, just judging by the sheer amount of doors I can see in this place, it does seem like quite a lot of mentally ill people for the population.
Do they have like beds and like cushions and stuff, man? Or is it like dank in those cells, man?
Just wondering if is it just a higher rate of mental illness out here, or do they specifically send them here for
No, right? Is it like, yeah, the areas-
coalescence?
She says
Yeah.
the population here is largely of convicted criminals, and regrettably, people who are ill in the mind are more likely to fall into such ranks. We therefore have a high percentage of individuals here who fit those criteria. In terms of comforts, I'm very limited in the resources that are available to me. However, I use my learnings to create mental places for my patients to dwell in, where they can be happy and content,
Oh God.
for the most part. While
she makes dreams.
yeah, she's basically
An Oneromancer or something.
kind of, yeah. She's giving them happy illusions to live in temporarily, because, you know, she says the goal is not to, of course, imprison them in their own minds. My hope is to help rehabilitate and find ways to cure, or at least give them lives outside of these walls eventually, but it is difficult. For the most part, healing of this nature has been restricted to the realm of the divine, which I see as problematic, to say the least. I believe a more secular approach to healing of the mind is needed.
Hmm. Well,
I'm not gonna lie, this is all well above my pay grade.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
But
Whoa.
as I understand it, the job is find out what the fuck is going on at the Wicked Pixie. Report back.
She says,
that's how I understood it also, yes.
not quite how I would have phrased it, but essentially correct. Alternatively, should you happen to find anywhere in town evidence of the summoning of creatures that do not belong in this plane, then that would be most informative.
We will keep an eye out.
Noted.
And I think so. She's going to say, if there's nothing else, and she'll start heading up.
I
Let me
have
think.
nothing else.
No, I'm good.
Okay. In that case, she is going to disappear back into her tower, and after which you'll hear her voice project down again and say, "Oh, and I shall have Krith follow you around town. If you have need, speak to them, and they will relay the message to me."
Wonderful.
Okay.
And
Gwen will thaumaturgy back. Okay.
Oh my God, it's Gwen.
and it echoes all the way down.
Mop.
And the pseudo dragon will immediately fly down to Gwendolyn's feet and look up. You think it wants more bacon.
Oh. You precious.
And we are going to take a break there.
Oh, cookies
So
time.
we will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to run a short video in the meantime. Don't go anywhere. And we are back. Our heroes, our players, have
Heroic. We're not
had a-
heroes yet.
had a conversation with Tianra, the Wizard of Liberty Bay, who apparently does some work for the Oceanic Trading Company, but isn't necessarily a member of the company. She's not exactly an employee of the company, but she does some help. But she also runs an asylum where she is doing what appears to be some magical experimentation of her own.
She sure is complicit.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this girl.
And but she has given our players another quest, which sort of relates to what they've already been investigating. In that it's become clear that these Vargoirs must be the result of somebody summoning either demons or devils, or at least something from the lower planes. And she seems to think that this is not something that can be left unchecked. And since she has reports having gotten some bad vibes from the very tavern that they happen to be staying at, she's recommended that they investigate. So, what do you do now?
Do you guys think it's weird that
Where's
we're all just...
where's the dragon?
Pseudo dragon is
Just before we.
at your feet, waiting for bacon.
Hey, buddy. Oh my God,
Right.
you're so cute.
You have any pocket bacon?
Gwendolyn is gonna pick up the dragon. Will he let her?
No, it'll immediately scamper back.
Hey, man, do you like kelp? They've got kelp.
Looks at you, and
Hey, it's salty. It's good, man.
if a dragon could give a look of "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Gwendolyn is gonna dig into her ration pack.
No,
and
she
pull
made us some
out
jerky.
Something like, a little jerky-ish, something that will delight a little dragon.
Sure.
That's
gonna
honestly
fucking
jerky's usually in
throw
those
it.
ration packs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it is.
she's gonna
It's
throw
like
it
jerky and
as
crackers
far
and
away as
shit.
she can.
Why throw it so far?
We're outside of the
To watch
tower,
him
now, aren't
to
we?
watch him gallop.
Sorry, I thought we were still inside the town. Never mind, that makes sense.
No, we're outside.
We're outside the town.
I assume.
Krith is going to see it fly off and then look up at you.
Oh.
And you get the impression it's going, "What am I, a dog to you?"
Yeah, bro, why'd you do that for?
Do you not
Imagine
like
if
this game? I love this game.
Oh my God, imagine if you did that to Glow. She'd bite you.
For the record, pseudo dragons have an intelligence of 10.
Well,
I
Gwendolyn
have
has
the
one
same-
of 11.
I have the same intelligence as the pseudo dragon.
Oh, wait, no.
Yes, int 10 club. Let's go.
13.
Yeah, Drench is maybe gonna go after the jerky if the dragon doesn't. Oh, I thought it was a rock. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Is the dragon not gonna go play? Is he
The
not gonna
dragon-
engage?
The dragon is not a pet.
I do think you may have perhaps insulted his intelligence, Gwendolyn.
I'm sorry, I've never interacted with a delightful little dragon before.
I mean, he's familiar, right? They're kind of like crazy special. Well, they wizards
Yes,
have
I
them,
mean,
so-
all I know about familiars is that wizards can see through their eyes and hear whatever they hear at will. That's my understanding of
Yeah, and
of
sometimes they like
familiars.
they do things for them, like maybe they get ingredients and things.
Yeah, so considering that she's amongst a bunch of fucking 10 intelligence folk, Gwendolyn is really gonna hit that last point really hard with some sort
Yeah.
of eyebrow movements. Like,
You okay, man?
wizards can hear everything.
Yeah,
Todd's
yeah.
gonna
Familiars here if they
Todd's
want.
gonna look
It's
at the
pretty
pseudo
cool.
dragon and be like, "Oh, she listened."
What's
Duncan-
Todd's intelligence? What's Todd's intelligence?
It's still
Higher
pretty
than
low.
yours.
Oh no
I'm
no no!
asking, I
It's-
don't
no,
know.
he's pretty basic, but
Is
I
he,
mean,
Is he
Is he above
10
10?
too? Are we all 10? And then
10
Gwendolyn's
10 in.
not.
10 in.
Yeah,
Jesus
we're all 10.
Fucking Christ.
Team
Oh, welcome to Aussies World.
Team 10 intelligence, except for Gwendolyn at 13.
No!
Do we have to roll an intelligence check to see if we understand what
I just rolled
Gwendolyn
insight to see if Duncan knew what she was on about, and I rolled
mean,
a 2.
Look,
So-
Insight.
Todd's a
It would be
thinky boy.
insight here.
Hey, 16 insight.
Todd's
Do
a
I
thinky
understand?
boy. Mine's a +2 for insight.
Yeah, because insight is
Yeah.
wisdom based, not
Mm.
intelligence.
Yeah, my whiz is alright.
My whiz-
10
14
wins
in
2,
that.
let's go.
Yeah, let's go, Duncan. You're
14,
fine.
14 whiz here. 14 whiz here. Todd's a thinky boy. He can add those things up just like because they're not actually numbers.
I just don't see how it'd work. I mean, surely if the wizard is looking where they're going and then suddenly has what the other one is seeing superimposed over that, that's going to be a problem.
I think that's what she's
Well, I
trying to
suspect
say,
it
maybe,
would
man.
be if the wizard wasn't in a tower.
Todd
in
crouches
which
down and
she
snuffles
really
the
She's
doesn't
not
have
like
that
Pseudo
much reason
dragon.
to
Yeah.
walk.
She's probably not
Huh.
like walking.
Quite
Oh, wait,
comfortable, I assume.
are we still near the door?
I mean,
still
we're
in the door,
walking
that's
away
nothing?
from the
No!
tower.
What did you
Wait,
say the pseudo dragon was again?
Drench is gonna run back to the door.
Okay.
How big is the pseudo dragon? Sorry, real quick.
Oh, they're like cat-sized.
It's
Yeah,
puppy sized.
Okay.
It's like this big.
Hmm.
About that. Yeah, I'd wake you up from your nap. I'm sorry, darling. There you go.
Wonderful prop use. A plus.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
I did wake
Drench
him up.
runs back to the
Yeah.
door.
Oh, I just got one more question, man.
What do you want?
Who made you, man?
That's none of your business.
I'm just curious. It just, I talk to trees all the time. They don't always like talk back, man.
Do I look like a fucking tree to you?
You look like you used to be a tree, man.
I'm a door. All right? Deal with it.
All right, I'm just making sure. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm here, man.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Oh no. Oh, really good. 18.
18.
Nice.
He's so sincere.
He puts a big hand on the door, just like, hey man, I'm here.
And the door says, look, all I know is I was something else. I don't know what. Can't remember what. But I wake up. I'm a door. I'm given
Yeah.
my instructions. This is my life. All right?
You
Yeah,
like
man.
it?
Oh my god, Todd, you're here too, man. Hey, yeah.
Gwendolyn is giving the dragon jerky now, just for the record. Just handing it to him.
So the dragon takes a few
Cover
more
that.
pieces, but will then actually fly up and perch, on a tree nearby, and is now watching you from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
And the door says, "Do I like it? Doesn't matter. I don't have a choice. It's what I am."
Yeah, but do you like it?
I'm just gonna lean in real close and whisper to the door, like, "You're not the first one I've met, man. I get it." Whisper. Covers his mouth.
Door says, first talking door? What do you...
You're first talking inanimate object, man.
Do I look inanimate to you?
That's the problem, man. I don't think doors should be animate.
And Door says, look, I told you, I'm a door. A wizard did this.
Ain't that just like a wizard, man? We'll get you out, buddy. Don't worry about it.
And Door says, what makes you think I want to be out?
You want to be a door for the rest of forever?
Oh, he do like it.
Well, how do I know that if I'm not a door, I'll become like something worse?
I don't know, man. I think you might be a soul, man. We'll talk about it later, man. We'll be back.
Damn. Now you're gonna leave me with thoughts. And the face dissolves back into just a flat door.
I left. He's alone with demons he doesn't need to be alone with right now. Oh, no, literally. Oh, off we go. Okay, I'm done now. We can go.
If you
Afraid
gave
I've been
the
thinking.
roses the same existential crisis when you promised to rescue them.
Oh, I
A
don't mean to
dangerous
give
pastime. I know.
I really don't mean to give people existential crises, man. Is that what I do? Oh no.
Well, you never caused one in me.
Oh, that's good.
I'm fine.
Oh,
Like,
perhaps that one time, but it's fine. We got past it. It's not a problem.
You tease.
I've got this trick.
So, where are you
Right.
headed as a group?
How are we gonna do the thing with the inn? What are we gonna do?
Do you think it has a spooky downstairs or something? Some sort of creepy basement?
Like a basement or a cellar? Yeah, probably. I mean,
If you were going to summon a demon, it would be in a basement, surely.
I feel like a basement or an attic. Was there an
Right, there
attic?
could be an well, I mean, we could look into that.
I can go invisible, or I could turn into a rat or something.
There is no attic. The room you're staying in, you can actually see the slope of the roof above you.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
so we're going down.
So
maybe.
downstairs.
Yeah, I mean,
If there's a downstairs, yeah.
let me look at my spells. As we walk, I assume. Like
There's a whole bunch of places we haven't explored yet as well, though, right? Like, I mean, I know that the pixie is giving off the bad vibes, but you know, if we're disposing of evidence at the surgery or whatever, it's.
Hey, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Does the pseudo dragon count as a beast?
I will check.
Thank you.
Does it have the beast keyword?
What keywords does this motherfucker have?
It's 5e. They don't technically use keywords. No, it is a dragon.
Banes. Well, that goes my plan. I don't know, man. That's all I got. I can turn into a rat or I can go invisible. What else do you guys got?
I can cast a minor illusion, or I can make you cry psychically by saying something quite rude.
Why would you do that, man?
It's in case of emergencies.
You've
You make
also
people
got
cry?
You've also got Burning Hands and Charm Person, Gwendolyn.
Yeah, I can also charm people and set them on fire. I mean, not
In that order.
That is an impressive spell to do both at once.
I don't know if you should do both at once, Gwen.
I mean,
Someone
I
have
don't
so charmed that they
customarily.
burst into flames.
I don't have much occasion to use either, if I'm being honest. It's more of a sort of party trick. But, you know, it could come in handy.
Hey, do you want to see me charm you and then light you on fire?
I've got heat metal and skyrite. I could
It can
write a
also
big word
talk
and stuff.
extremely loudly, as you have seen.
Yeah, you certainly can.
I have this piece of metal on the end of a stick, and I can swing it quite hard.
That's really useful, man.
So I
And
also have a
smiles super
trident
wide.
and a net.
In combat. Hang on, I've got a creature land of your choice, names an environment. Creature disappears. Okay, I can summon a beast if we want to have a beast sneak in somewhere. Or what about you, Todd? You're a pretty sneaky guy, even though you're really big. Okay, so what are we feeling? Should we do a sneaky look around, or should we try and talk to word to her, or should we like wait for nightfall? And I mean, Todd saw that possum guy, so I don't know, like if he's like the night guard or something, or like.
We've not
where-
properly
Have.
cased the joint or anything yet, have we? We haven't done like a walk around to find the
We
I
haven't
mean,
the
I don't
separated
cased the
basement
joint.
or
I don't know if we're generally in the habit of casing joints.
no,
yet.
but you know what I mean. Like we've not even done
Yeah.
a walk around the building and gone,
Yeah.
oh, here's the like wildly gothic.
We
basement
don't know
door
where
with
the
winged
latrine
skull
is.
at the top
Basement
with
here,
ruby
yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
We've just been
Yeah.
using Duncan's bucket.
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, should we do that first then, man? Should we just do a walk around? Also, do you think you guys think it's weird that like we were all just doing our own thing and then we all are convicts and then like now we're doing errands for a wizard? What
Has
are we
been an
doing?
interesting chain of events that brought us here from Providence via a teleportation circle. Yes.
Yeah, are we just hanging out now? Is this what we're doing?
I mean, I do rather need to get back to Heron's Perch at some point, but I don't
I mean, I
think
I'm
it would
down
be
with it, man.
wise to go there directly, considering what happened.
No, I'm just saying, man. I don't know.
Yes.
We got a ship now. Like, what are we doing? You know, I'm cool to hang out. I'm just saying, I'm not doing anything.
I mean, I do think I need to lie low for a little bit. So yes,
Cool.
we're
All right.
hanging.
Check it. Cool.
Haven't had time off in a. I don't think I've had time off.
I don't have a job, so
It doesn't say
You're
anything,
my
but he is
supplier, darling. You're wonderful.
he is wagging. Whap whap.
thank you.
No.
Oh, you're so cute. You know, when you do that, you can see it under your cloak.
yeah, the cloak's just.
It's very endearing, although
It's really cute,
perhaps
man.
not very humanesque, if that's what you're going for.
He makes a little noise, and the whap sort of
I mean,
slows down a bit.
if you need it, I could sort of probably cast an illusion over you, though you would just look like a very large man.
I mean, with the
I
cloak
don't
on,
know.
it looks like it.
How
Anyway,
useful that would be.
Have we arrived at the inn now?
Would you like to have arrived at the inn now?
Yes, please.
Okay. You return to the Wicked Pixie.
Okay, are we doing a walk around?
Sounds like we are. Just a comfy tour of the.
Yeah, we could just say we're having
We're
walk around.
strolling and chatting.
doing a little waltz and Matilda, just going for a,
Okay. So currently there are a few. It looks like a few soldiers have finished their shift and have come in, and Waratara is currently in the process of serving them. So why don't you just tell me where you're going?
Are we walking around the outside? We're like doing
I think
a.
we're walking around the outside, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, like a quick loop outside at least for
Yeah.
obvious evil pits
Looking
of
like
demon
we're
summoning.
just sightseeing as well. Just
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
oh,
Also,
Can
is
those of us who may know a little something about the infernal keep an eye out for anything that might look a little infernal?
Very well. I will get perception checks, please.
are we looking for infernal or are we looking for demons?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw
that's-
down.
Or
To,
devils?
to
I'm gonna
clarify,
throw
infernal.
down
A
a.
demon?
Yeah.
Abyss. Infernal is devils from the hells.
Yeah, infernal is devilish. Abyssal is demonic.
Well,
Todd,
if
you've
You're
got no
a
idea.
tiefling, so you're infernal.
Right, yeah. Gwen
Todd-
knows stuff about infernal shit, but I guess
Yeah,
nothing
so she knows.
about
So she
demons.
knows devils. Yeah.
But demons and devils are fiends. They're all fiendish.
Oh,
All
kind
right,
of
we're
true.
looking out for fiendish activity or behavior
Yes.
or remnants.
Cool.
the
Yeah,
smells
general
of salt.
fiendery.
Hmm.
Yeah, fiendish things about.
So
It's a 19 on the perception check for Duncan.
Yeah, Todd only rolled a 10.
Yeah.
There's
Gwen
so many
also 10.
there's so many smells.
Nat one.
Ooh.
If
Do
it's
we
not
at
a
least
horseshoe
find where
crab.
the outhouse is?
We step in it.
Not outdoors. You do not.
Oh my god. Internal plumbing? Wow.
Yeah, there were
Wow.
toilets upstairs.
yeah,
There's
there
one
was.
downstairs.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, there is one downstairs.
Place is wild.
Is it?
What do I
Hopefully
find
it doesn't
with a nat
line
one?
up with the one upstairs, because that's going to be a bit of a bad time for. Unless the plumbing is, unless there is actually good plumbing, in which case
It's just
fine.
an eternal long drop.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's not. There is no.
Maybe it's an infernal long drop.
There is no plumbing. It's just emptied from time to time.
Right.
That's nice.
Like maybe it's a demon toilet.
Could be a demon toilet.
Good.
Could be a mimic.
Could be a mimic.
Could be a mimic.
No, but with Duncan, with your 19 perception, you don't find anything on the building's exterior or while peering through the windows that gives you that to you looks like it could be demonic or devilish or even magical in any significant way.
Is there a basement entrance with that score or no?
Not from the outside.
Okay, yeah. So no external access or, conspicuously dumped piles of limbs out the back or anything like that.
You intuit that if there is a basement, it would probably be accessed through the kitchen.
Yeah.
Are there any? Did we ever see any rats or anything? Or any rats around?
You probably haven't actually seen any, but it's probably safe to assume that there would be rats.
Gotta be some somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to.
I mean, we could get Todd to throw down the detect rats. He did that on the boat.
If he wants to sniff out a rat, I'm gonna throw down a detect magic, please.
Okay. What is? Remind me of the radius of detect magic, please.
I believe it's 20 feet.
20 feet. You need to
30
have...
feet, 30 feet, 30 feet.
30 feet. Now tell me where you're doing this, since its range is limited.
Well, we're not that far from the building, so he's gonna just pop down whatever alley he can and cast it.
Okay.
And then just sort of... It lasts for 10 minutes, so...
All right. Okay. So you're just going to keep this up as you walk around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
If I have to cast it again, I'll cast it again.
Okay, but you're doing this after you've walked around the perimeter of the building, yes? Because you've already done your perception checks there. Okay.
Yeah. Would have been smarter to do it before, but this is what we're doing.
We are the intent team.
10 and 10, yeah, we're 10-10 right now.
Okay. So you've primed to detect magic?
Yeah. I guess we will head back inside.
Yeah, and then probably in. Duncan will have a rare bolt of inspiration and lean over to probably to Gwen and go, now, we know that the wizard up the tower and Waratah don't have the best relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be bad if we walk in with her familiar?
I don't expect it will be awesome.
It occurs to you, none of you have actually noticed the pseudo-dragon since you left the tower.
You did fly up and observe from distance.
I don't think Chris is going to hang out in the tavern.
Okay, well, that's
Right.
fine then.
That begs
If
the
they
question,
want to-
does the
or if you
familiar
wanna-
go invisible? Is it still here, watching us, listening
Right.
to us?
Can pseudo dragons do that? I think they might be able
Or
to. If they want to
is
hide
it-
in my hair, man, we can smuggle them in. I got a lot of hair.
I don't want to smuggle it in. It is a spy.
So
Well,
earlier, I
yeah,
don't know if
mhm.
anyone was listening, but I did mention that Todd was snuffling the pseudo dragon. Does he know what it smells like?
Yes, at this point I'd say yes. You have the
The
scent of the
cold
pseudo-dragon.
Todd.
Smell it.
Give
Okay,
me-
can I, snuffle, detect,
This is perception with advantage, because you have its
perception
scent.
advantage. Let's see what you got for us, Todd. 19.
19.
One of them was a natty one.
That's why we do
Um,
fantasy.
You got a spectrum.
Mm.
It is watching you, watching all four of you from. There's a wall that runs alongside an alleyway nearby, and it is basically just perched on top, but flat as it can get, and watching you from a distance.
So Todd is going to kind of.
Wonderful.
So we don't want to smuggle him in, or we do want to smuggle him in.
We don't.
But we are spying for the wizard. I'm whispering. Would it make sense to also bring him in? Or is
Well,
it
no,
not?
we're looking into things sort of for the wizard to fill time, I suppose. But I mean, that thing is delightful and adorable as it is also watching us for the wizard, or just providing eyes through which the wizard can watch us herself, personally, for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure she bought my teleportation story.
Really? That's crazy to me, man. It's a
But you've
great
gotten so
story.
good at telling it.
Listen,
I
believe
agree,
it.
but it
I
is a
believe
little more difficult when you're talking to someone who knows anything about teleportation circles.
Is it
Fair
right?
point.
Speaking of which, when I told the story to Waratah, she looked odd.
Well, I
Huh.
mean, she seems to not like the wizard, right? Maybe she's scared about. And the wizard did say that the wizard's patron can teleport, so maybe it's something to do with the patron. I feel like I'm not smart enough to be making these connections.
I feel like that was exactly a good level 10 explanation.
I think so. It's average intelligence, so
Yeah, we're not.
Well,
We're not blazingly stupid.
no, we're
No.
average. 10 is average.
we're not. Yeah, we're not 8 int or whatever. We're not negative to our history rolls.
Yeah, yeah.
Is a dragon a beast or a monster?
It's a dragon.
Indeed, it's a dragon.
Dragon is its own thing, separate from beasts and
It's
aberrations
a
and all those
special
other things.
third thing.
It can
I
play. It can play chess with you.
So speak with animals would have nothing to do with a pseudo dragon.
No.
No.
Okay, just double checking. Oh, I can speak to dinosaurs though, so
Just in case we come across a T-Rex, which in
does
this setting
happen.
we actually
Yeah,
can. Yeah, never mind.
absolutely, we're gonna
Actually,
do
no,
this
it wouldn't be a
anyway.
T-Rex. Wrong era.
Allosaurus.
I
we
mean,
had at
there's
least once.
dinosaurs and megalofauna living next to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did.
I think we're a little Anna, you know.
I-
I have been going mostly Cretaceous.
There you go.
In terms of dinosaurs, I've been keeping it Cretaceous, so you don't quite have the some of the largest sauropods you get from the sort of Jurassic and so forth.
I
but
knew you'd have era opinions. I knew it. That's why I was saying like.
I mean, T-Rex did live in the
T-Rex
late
is
Cretaceous
Cretaceous,
period,
yeah.
so yeah,
Mm.
it would be.
But-
It would make.
Not in
Were
Australia.
they Australian? No, but also
True.
this is not Australia. This is
It's true. It's
It
D&D.
can be
We
a
can do
T-Rex.
whatever we want.
I am
Yeah.
also trying
And-
to focus on Australian
nice-
dinosaurs just because they don't get much attention.
Yeah, that's the
my
stuff.
favorite Australian dinosaur, the Australovenator. It's a great.
See,
stuff.
Yeah,
mine-
Nigel.
Mhm.
Mudabarasaurus, come on! It has a bump
No,
on
I
its
want-
nose.
I want theropods with teeth.
So
I had a
Anyway,
children's song on a cassette about the Mudabarasaurus.
oh,
Yes, I
went to
remember that
play
one.
school. Yeah, I remember play school. I remember watching.
Mudabarasaurus.
As we're walking in, does Drench's detect magic ping?
yes,
Oh.
Drench,
Uh-oh.
as you step in, Waratah walks past you, heading towards where some of the soldiers are sitting. She's carrying their food, and you immediately see a magical aura surrounding her of the illusion school.
Or are you the possum? What's going on?
Yo, or is she like an imp?
Drench is gonna like eyebrows to Gwen, like.
So we got like eyebrow semaphore going on, and the mental image.
Do an
is
insight check.
Magnificent.
Oh yeah, can I do an insight check?
God damn it.
Sure.
Oh, it's a natty 1.
Yay!
You think Drench is coming on to you.
Aw.
Again?
Again? What do you mean?
I mean,
A
she's obviously
lovely
thought that
night on the
before,
beach.
whether
It's
he
just
was or
been-
not.
It's just
It happens so
nice.
often. So many
He's just
people head
nice.
on.
Oh, poor Drench. Oh dear. Okay, I think.
Well,
Shoot
either he's
himself,
coming on
Drench,
to
he's gonna-
you, or he's got a crush on Waratah.
Or he's got something in his eyes.
He's got a problem with his
Oh, we
eyebrows.
could
Yeah.
use that.
Okay. Drench to himself is going to be like, yeah, I conveyed that message. Anything else? If we sort of walk around, am I getting anything else, or is it just Waratah really? Is there any? Hello, small friend.
Let me just check. You've come in the entrance, trying to get a sense of the radius. Okay.
20 feet.
That's all you've noticed from the entrance.
Okay. If I walk over to the bar and sit down near the kitchen.
From there,
Right, where is the kitchen?
uh,
Oh, there's the kitchen.
kitchen
Okay,
is
yeah.
here. So
Yeah.
please place yourself so I can. I do-
Right, Rich.
This is you.
Come here, buddy. Gonna sit here. Let me do my radius.
Okay.
Yep.
20
Measuring,
feet.
measuring. Let me do my circle.
Yeah, you get
30 feet, not 20, 30.
something a bit.
There we go.
There's a trapdoor in that kitchen.
You detect. It's not so much you detect. You suddenly get
What's in?
an
Vibe.
odd vibe.
Oh no.
You're
Vibes.
starting to understand what Tianra was talking about. Below you, you think, somewhere below you, something feels weird. Feels like the weave is confused.
Okay. He's gonna stand up. Oh, I forgot my gold. I forgot my coin purse upstairs. He's gonna go upstairs
Okay.
and hope people follow him.
He definitely just did the if you have to post on Twitter and tell people something's wrong without telling them something's wrong.
Upstairs he goes. Yeah.
And he just said, "Oh no, my gold."
He's gonna go get my. Just gonna get my green purse. Ah, I'm hitting collisions.
Yes, I shall move
You may not.
I'd like to go to the room and see if anyone follows me.
Do the rest of you follow?
Todd kind of.
17'd on the inside, so Duncan will at least go. I think I need to work some rust out of these chain links before they get all fucked.
Gwen got an 11, so I guess she's gonna kind of like frown after the other two, and then be like,
Todd looks
alright.
at Gwen and then looks at the staircase and then looks at Gwen and then heads for the staircase.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
pack has gone up. You might as well follow.
Yeah, that's
And
what
it
I
takes one of us. So it takes one of us to figure something out. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yes, please avail me of the place because I don't know how these barriers work.
Ah, Gwen, you got my message, man.
yes. Remind me what it was.
I got a weird magical vibe off of Waratah, man. That's illusion magic. I don't think she's a gnome, man.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Obviously, that's what I was conveying to you with my eyes.
Well, I thought you were telling me that she was quite attractive in this light.
Oh, no.
Which, no judgment. Whatever
He's not a
works for
horseshoe
you.
crab.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not attracted to horseshoe crabs, man. Anyway.
He said to the voice of Zindi from above.
yeah.
He's talking to himself out loud.
And so he's
Todd
having
looks
these
up in
thoughts.
confusion.
Anyway, get this, man. Stage whispering. I felt like the wizard wasn't kidding, man. Like there's some real weird, downstairs, basement. Like I don't know how to explain
There
it,
is
but
a
like
basement.
the vibes are off, man. Like it's weird. It
How do we
feels
get
yucky
down
and
there?
I don't know, man. It's yucky in the air. If I could talk to a rat or something, I could maybe figure it out.
You said you could be a rat.
Yeah, I could turn into a rat.
Could you, I guess at this time of day, a rat would be quite noticeable and
I don't want to get hit
Probably
with
get
a
crushed.
fry pan. Yeah.
yeah. Should we wait until night and sneak down there?
I'm kind of scared of the possum man. The possum man. Man.
Possum man.
Might not
Yeah,
be
the-
enemy.
It might not be, but I'd also be a rat. Maybe I could be a fly. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'd be a rat.
Do you stay you while you're an animal, or do you become of fly intelligence and perception?
Let me check.
With
I don't
wild
know.
shape, you do keep your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Oh, good. So I don't know that we need a fly's
Beautiful
insight on this.
A rat might be smarter than me. I'm not entirely sure. Hang on. I know a giant eagle is.
No, I think rats are 2 or 3.
Intelligence 2.
Meanwhile, an uplifted hyena is smarter than a gnoll.
Yeah.
That's
Gnolls aren't.
no,
Bless them, they're not the smartest.
no.
So what do we want to do? There's definitely something icky down there, and I kind of don't want to go by myself, man.
I mean, we're under absolutely no obligation to look into this whatsoever. We have been asked to do so by someone who seems to be collecting innocent people who have been driven to insanity and then casting odd spells on them.
I do get that, man, but also I cannot describe to you how gross the feeling was. It feels like
Right.
someone's wanging every single nerve in the weave, and it's just you
Well,
know.
we can't ignore the wanging. I am very curious. I mean, I am now interested.
It's not cool, man.
Wanging the weave.
Don't wang the weave, man. It gives me the ick.
I
Don't wang
get the
weave,
mental
man.
image of, in the start of Baldy Gate where the guys are like, Wang.
I just get I keep thinking of the Aaron Ralston, the 140 Hours movie where he said he had to twang his nerves.
Ugh.
That's what I'm thinking of. It's the
No.
weave. That's the feeling. I got the ick. All right, I can also just wait. It's not really helpful. Never mind. Yeah, I can either go invisible or I can turn to a rat. Those are my options, unless anyone has something better. Because all means, man.
Say I've ever tried to get into a basement before.
I mean, we don't even know where the basement is, man. I was kind of sneaking to the kitchen, see if I could find anything.
Well,
Well,
why
I
don't we
mean-
start there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Kitchen
Get to
has
the
bacon.
kitchen and see what's what.
what do we want
I'll-
to do? Do we
I'll be
want
in
to
the
do?
corner for the next 10 minutes taking this armor off. Excuse me.
Okay.
All right. Last night I got
Oh, stealth
behind
operating.
the bar, and Waratah didn't mind.
Okay.
What if you were to help her in the kitchen as a thank you for letting us stay for free last night?
Not a bad idea, man. I do like cooking.
You are good at it.
Oh, thank you. I try little kelp-based foods. Kombu. It's good
All
for
right.
you.
Well, you do that, and you try and suss out whatever's going on in there, and we'll drink. Stay
Okay.
nearby in case anything happens.
Or do you think it might make more sense if, you said you wanted to help her in the kitchen, and then I also sneak into the kitchen?
I don't know
you-
that you're sort of unnoticeable enough to sneak, and I
Well,
don't
I'd
have
be-
the
I'd be a-
power of.
I'd be a rat, and you're really good at talking to people.
Oh, sneak while she's talking.
Yeah,
Well, I guess
'cause,
that could work.
because man, I love cooking and stuff, but I'm not the best at lying or talking or any of that stuff, man.
Right, we could try that.
All right. What about you two? You want to come sneak around?
I
Kitchen has
think they should be visibly in the bar, not doing anything odder
Yes.
than their sort of base level.
Do you think it's gonna be weird if I'm not there with them, though? So maybe they shouldn't be there. Maybe they're going out. Before they go out, it's a penal colony, man.
Or you could
Ching.
actually have the rogue do some rogue stuff.
Yeah, come on, Todd, you're a rogue.
Kitchen has bacon.
Well, he
Kitchen
could come
do
in
have
the
bacon,
kitchen
man.
with me.
Yeah.
Kitchen does have bacon.
Well, I could go in,
True.
and Todd could also sneak in. And
I mean,
then
we
you
could all go
run.
in there. I could help Waratah with whatever the fuck she's doing, and
You
some of
could
you
try
do
and figure
dishes,
out.
and-
You could figure out a way to get Waratah out. Maybe if we eat all of her fish or something, she's got to go get more fish.
I mean, I
Oh,
can
I
work
could
a
just
kitchen
get
as
her-
well.
drunk. Let's give it the night off.
Perfect. Why don't we do that?
So, let's take over your tavern.
Let's
for a
just get her
night,
out of the kitchen.
ma'am. Let's get her out of the kitchen. That's a really good idea. Okay. All right.
Well, what if Zin muses? What if Gwen charmed and fireballed someone? Charmed and lit
Why
on
would
fire.
she need to charm them before she fireballed them?
Didn't we
She can't
just
cast fireball.
establish that she charms them and lights them on fire? Don't those two
Oh,
things
burning
happen
hands them
together?
Okay.
I
I
mean,
suppose we could.
that's not exactly what I do. That's just the thing I could do if I wanted to. I don't know that it would help.
In Pathfinder, when
Um,
our monk grapples people, she also instantly bursts into flames. So, like,
I also charming
happens.
people has to be deployed quite.
it's got a vocal component. Yeah.
It's got a vocal
also-
component, and people know that they've been charmed after they've.
If you
Yeah,
fuck up, they'll
charmed.
know they're
Yeah.
charmed, and then when it wears off, they'll know they've been charmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
well,
sort
I'm
of
gonna.
a last resort.
All right. Well, I'm changing. If this is what we're doing.
Right. All right. Oh, wait.
Make up your mind, man.
I mean, if we try to get Waratah out of the kitchen, then my thought was to take her out and send you in. On account of you being the only one who can cook.
Can I remind you that she was out of the kitchen when you returned to the tavern. She is
Hmm.
Yeah, I
often
just-
in and out.
Yeah,
Is
and
there
like
a
she
gap
went
under the door?
she
Can I
went
just
down to the
sneak in?
like wharf and got fish
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
we were there.
Okay.
Left. Yeah.
Look, Gwendolyn might have a 13 intelligence. Kindwin has 9. So
I think we just need her not to be in the kitchen so I can sneak in. But if the door is shut all the way, then as a rat I can't open it. As Drench I could, but then I could turn into a rat and go in. But
all right, let's go
Whatever.
downstairs and see where we're at.
let's just go downstairs and see what's happening.
Okay. I'll move you back there.
Complicated things. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you.
We've also never plotted before together.
No, we
We don't have a rhythm. We don't have
No,
roles.
it's true.
we don't have a Vatericus anymore.
Mm.
You're a Vatericus now.
I
Yeah,
am
you're the
not
Vatericus.
equipped.
I believe in you.
You're the one doing 12% of a plan
Mhm.
as we go.
You come
I've
down
currently got 6% of a plan.
and you see
Okay,
that
so
Good.
this is kitchen. This is
12%
kitchen.
Yep.
is for level 15.
Okay.
the kitchen is
There's
here. There are two
It's
doors
here.
to access it.
two doors. How
We haven't
wide
seen
is the
any other
gap underneath
stuff.
the doors?
The gap underneath the doors is not rat height. It is
Okay.
only about an inch.
Listen,
And I'm-
rats can compress
they
their rib cages and get like just about anywhere.
What if I was a mouse?
You see Waratah is actually engaged in conversation with a group of customers here.
All right, off you go.
I'm- Do you want me to be a rat or should I go invisible?
Is the door closed?
I think door's
The
closed.
door to the kitchen is closed.
Then invisible, I think.
Okay,
might be best to
Drench
start
is going to go back upstairs really quick
hmm
and just close his eyes and wish real hard, and he's going to go invisible.
Okay. Now, invisibility is a concentration spell.
It's not a spell; it's an inherent thing that I can do as a
Oh.
Verbolg, but it is concentration, I believe. Let me just double
Okay.
check.
In that case, your detect magic will fade.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I think that
which-
conversation took half a fucking hour.
Yeah. Okay. So Drench is now invisible.
Yes.
Um,
Let me just... Yep, hidden step. This lasts until the start of your next turn or until you attack. Oh, okay, it's not very long, actually.
no, that is not long at all. That is
That's fine. It's long enough to get in the door.
It is 6 seconds.
Long enough for me to get in the door. That's all I need.
Okay.
Keep her busy, man.
Let's measure
That's
it.
what... okay. I can do it twice. So if I have to do it twice, I will.
And what's your movement speed?
Like 30 feet? 30 feet.
Okay. That door is more than 30 feet from the bottom of the steps. And
Okay,
if you were to dash, you wouldn't be able to use your action to open the door.
Fuck. Instead of turning invisible upstairs, because I duck behind the bar and do it?
Yeah. Give me a stealth check to avoid being noticed as you do this.
Guidance.
Can we distract to help draw attention away from the bar
It's not good, guys.
and therefore
Uh,
provide, advantage?
Plus
Yeah.
guidance.
I feel like we need to do.
So like
Something.
if Duncan were to trip down this little stairwell here
Flop, flop, slop,
in a somewhat
slide.
dramatic and damp fashion.
I'm afraid it's too late
Oh,
because Drench
Sorry,
has
I rolled.
already rolled.
That's
I got a 4. It just looks like he tripped over the bar. It's not suspicious.
And
grab my
the rest of you see
please?
Waratah sort of poke her head out and say, "Are you all right down there?"
Oh, no, man. I tripped over the bar.
Are you?
So sorry.
Oh, I'll be right there.
Sorry. I'm all, I got a lot of leg, man.
She excuses herself from the soldiers and then sort of walks over and sort of peers around the bar at you down the floor. Says, "You all right? Can you stand?"
Yeah, maybe, man. I got an owie.
Here, take it easy. Let me help you up. She comes
Thank
in
you.
and
Gnome helping an 8-foot.
yeah.
They're up that end.
Come on, Todd. I'm doing a distraction. Get in there.
Yeah, okay. I want Todd gonna
There's this door here as well, right? The one
Todd
down.
Plan immediately fell apart. Let's go.
Todd
Do
gonna
something.
do a sneaky.
Okay, stealth with advantage because Waratah is now quite distracted.
Alrighty, stealthy
Drench
advantage.
is crying a little bit.
Come on, dice,
It's
do me
not-
the thing. Oh, they're both horrible. I forget. How does
Ooh.
inspiration work again? Because we got that for being in.
You can re-roll.
You can
just
re-roll once.
Okay.
So I'll
And you
let
got to take it.
yeah. So I'll let you roll one more stealth check
Yeah.
without advantage.
Without the advantage, yeah.
Just the
and you will take
experience.
the result, whatever it is.
Yeah. Then anyone!
It's worse.
We are not meant to sneak into this kitchen.
He
No.
also trips over. Oh, God.
Yeah, he sticks his head over the bar and be like, "Can we have bacon now?"
He trips over. Everyone sees that he's a knoll. His cloak falls off.
With a
chaos.
natural 1, yeah. Todd's
Actually, was I behind Duncan? He's all the
you're
way
there.
over there.
Where you are is where you are.
Right.
yeah. So Todd, as you go to the door, you trip and your cloak does in fact catch on one of the bar stools and it
No.
pulls away, and your
Thump.
knollish features are clear and plain for all to see. It doesn't bother Waratah one bit, but
'Cause she's seen the knoll.
one of the soldiers over here immediately stands up in alarm, and points at Todd and says, "What the?" And the other soldiers now look and they all stand up, and you see they're not actually armed. They haven't brought weapons into the tavern with them, but they are now looking at you in alarm. And one of them says, Waratah, are you seeing this?" And Waratah pokes her head up from where she's been helping Drench and says, "Oh yeah, that's all right. It's just Todd. It's Todd." And the soldiers say,
That's the best fucking. It's just Todd.
and the soldiers, one of the soldiers says, "I've never seen a Todd before."
He's quite unique.
I mean, they haven't.
They haven't. He's the only Todd there is.
Words
Well,
are
there's
There's a
soldiers are
singular
distracted.
Todd. How are you fucking there?
Given
He
that
did
we're
take
all
the
just
chainmail off.
This is
pushing our
so
luck on
cute.
stealth checks.
This is so cute.
Can
I'm gonna
Duncan,
die.
who is stripped out
Can
of
the-
his armor for this particular
And the
occasion,
giant fish man that no one's noticed.
try and sneak in through this side door here now that everybody is like, fucking no!
Okay.
Isn't that where the soldiers are sitting there? Are they here?
Yep.
Yeah, but they're looking at Todd, who's now
They
Yeah,
are
definitely looking
true.
at Todd.
Stealth.
And the door is
No one-
way down in the corner, and there's a table in the way. He's doing the worm across the floor because
His
I think
tail's
that's
gonna get
effectively
stuck in the
slithered.
door.
Yeah. It's just like the dorsal fin from behind the little food
He's
bar.
already
here.
he's humming the
Good.
Jaws theme.
The bottom of the screen, yeah, you can see the fin going.
Stealth with advantage, please. Drench. Duncan, because you've
Not Dredge.
taken your
Every
armor
single
off.
person makes a distraction for the next person. Gwen, you are our last hope.
Yeah.
12.
This is our chain. He
Which is
flopped
You have
better.
to
on the
outroll,
door.
what, 3 people?
Yeah.
Yeah, two of them rolled a 1 though, so it's not hard to do.
No, this time about the
Sorry,
guards.
do you have like a first aid kit, man?
Oh, I'm so sorry. They've gone a bit stir crazy, I think.
Derp shit, I think
Oh.
is the term. Derp shit.
Sorry to say,
Oh,
these
for fuck's sake.
these soldiers
Did the
have
12?
a passive
not high enough?
perception of 12.
Ah,
So
that was never gonna work. I love
as
it.
the big fish man moves towards the door, you can see that one of the soldiers has noticed and is watching you. They're not saying or doing anything. They just see you heading towards the door and they're keeping an eye on you.
Quick, pretend it's the bathroom.
I'm gonna
Unleash
push in,
your bladder.
I'm gonna push in anyway, and basically do a quick recon as I grab like a towel or something to wrap around Drench's injured limb.
Okay.
No, he is injured. He's got a boo-boo.
Nice.
So
Very smart.
as you move in, one of the soldiers starts, marching towards you,
Yep.
to keep an eye on you. You can give me a perception check to see what you see in the kitchen.
11.
11. Wow.
These dice today are
All right,
really just.
We're not level 15. 11 is fine. Not stellar, but fine.
With 11, you do spot there is a trapdoor
Hey.
in the kitchen, so there is something
Wait,
underneath the kitchen.
We're getting there. We're
But-
getting there.
Exactly. See, We
That
get
is all you
confirmed
get with
trapdoor.
an 11.
That's fine. I'm gonna grab like a dish towel or something, or like a bit of rag or whatever I can find. Really.
We have 4 minutes to get inside the cellar. We need to do this.
Push through to here, and then like push through this door with a, with a rag that I can wrap around Drench's boo boo.
Okay. And you can see the guard, the soldier who was concerned, is now seems to be
that's
okay. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're not going into the kitchen to steal everything.
Yes.
I'm
No.
gonna take all the fish they have.
Yeah, that's right. Just the
Oh.
entire basket of fish. Let's
Mm.
go.
Thanks, man.
My
Meanwhile,
pleasure.
I think it's time for Waratah to do a medicine check on Drench.
I-
You have like a nice warm, like.
Can I
Should
impose
roast
disadvantage by
bacon
like
soup
fussing and wrapping and that sort of thing?
Too
You
late.
monster.
Partly
That's
because she's already been she's doing it while
Yes,
you were
yeah,
going
yeah,
through the
that's fair.
kitchen, and she rolls a nat 20.
Okay,
And-
that's fair.
She says, "Oh, look, you're fine. You're fine. Come
I
on, come
don't
on.
like.
That's-
Is it bleeding?
No, it's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay. I don't like. Look, man, when you're 8 feet tall and you fall down, it's a really far way to go, man.
And she says, "Look, I am manipulating your ankle, and you have not cried out in pain. You are fine."
Okay, you don't have like some soup I could sit down and eat, could you?
Oh, of course we do. Yes.
Do you have like a kitchen hearth or something I could sit by? My mama used to make soup by this. Not a furbolg. I was adopted. They found me on the beach, man.
Oh, all right. Look, you sweet little thing. Come on, come on. Come with me. Come with me. She picks up one of the stools and leads you into the kitchen.
Thank you so much.
Sits you
She
down.
was like the village leader, man. She's like my ma. You go to grandma. He made me soup like fish stew and he's crying. This is not an act. He's very genuine right now.
Okay.
Gwendolyn is pouring herself a drink.
Having just watched all of that, yeah, she needs a stiff drink.
It's a real I'm surrounded by idiots moment.
Yeah, she's absolutely Jeremy Irons at this point.
Okay, is anybody following Drench into the kitchen?
He is.
Gwendolyn will with her
support
giant
him
drink.
in. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You can see that Waratah is being very patient, very, genuinely concerned that Drench is upset, but also sort of going, I do kind of need to get back to work.
Yeah.
Can I help you and make the soup instead, Waratah? Would it be all right if I used the stove?
And she says, "Oh, love, that would be. I do need to go back outside. If you." And she turns to Drench and says, "You're all right. You're going to be all right. You understand? Just
emotionally, like, no, man."
All
Todd
right.
has arrived. He's coming too. And he's just sitting, like, doing that dog leans against you thing, sitting next to Drench.
He's leaning against him and just, like, talking about his life.
And Waratah says,
"Oh, let me in!
Doors. There's no doggy door. Oh,
yeah, I have no idea how to use this thing."
She says, "All right, look, you four, just sort of just stay in here for a few minutes. Drench, take the time you need. Just sit by the fire, warm yourself up. I know this probably isn't, it's a bit colder here than it is at Providence. I'll be. I just need to go and finish up what I was doing, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay?"
Thanks, man.
Happened to her.
Thank you for being very understanding.
And if she's a possum, she's even cuter than.
Well, I was going to say, weird question. How does Drench feel having been handled by Waratah? Is there obvious clawage?
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
This is perception.
11. Guidance. No, it's too late.
No.
He's too upset to do guidance.
You don't feel. She seems gentle. Her hands seem soft, not furry, and not clawed.
I mean, Drench has fur, so even if she was, he probably wouldn't have felt it.
In particular, possums have sharp claws on the ends of their
They got needles.
Fingers. Yeah. And you felt her grab you as she tried to pick you up, and you did feel anything sharp dig into your fur or skin.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check just to see if she is buying what
Sure.
we're laying down?
Go
Okay,
ahead.
from Drench's perspective, this is 100% genuine.
Christ,
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
And that,
These dice, holy shit, they are putting on a show.
my
Yes,
pre-roll
it's like-
dice was amazing, and
That's why you guys shouldn't have done it.
You got to do more
wasted
than
it.
one pre-roll. You got to do it. You got to do it 10 times.
Oh my god.
As far as Gwendolyn, as far as you can tell, she is genuinely concerned for Drench's welfare, but also has a business to run.
Mhm.
Valid.
But
Yeah,
she,
crying a little bit.
she leaves the four of you in the kitchen and actually closes the door behind you, so you have some privacy.
Task failed successfully, guys.
Yeah, we absolutely fish and mailed.
I think that's actually a
Turned
good
those
place.
Nat ones into gold.
That's a good place to finish this session. So-
Yeah, before we make any more rolls.
Save us
And
some
our
stuff.
way into the kitchen.
We
So-
did it. We're level 2, level 3. We're so good.
Look, if this is our style as Team 10 Int, I'm.
Thank
gonna
you.
be
Team Tall Tales 10 in. We got it.
Thank you for watching. We will come back next week to see whether our players break their necks going down the trapdoor. Thanks for watching. Bye.